Can I get a year? Mike, Maybach music. Michael. What's going on, chat? It's your boy. It's your boy, Depression and Anxiety. It's your boy. What's up, gamers? So, bit of news. Well, couple things. First, let me say hi to everybody. What's going on? We got Big Dozo in the chat. We got RJ. We got Jarrett. We got Big Lou. We got Big Palm Breeze. Guys, welcome to the stream. I am halfway through a 100-calorie Special K brown sugar cinnamon pack. These things are pretty good, man. These things are pretty good. I wish I could afford the Switch 2 on launch, but I can't. Yeah, luckily I was able to get a Switch 2. I'll pick it up tomorrow. I don't know if there's any Switch 2 games that I want to stream, by the way, but like, maybe I will. My internet cut out right when you started talking and I screamed, no, it's back. Oh, Jarrett, you missed me telling everybody my deepest, darkest secret. That's so sad. It's alright, Jarrett. I'm sure somebody will fill you in. Yo, Big Ryan, Big Shay, Pedro Lito, what's going on? Gamers, welcome to the stream. So guys, we have a couple of things to do today. Today's gonna be one of those streams where we don't just do one thing. Right? So before we start the prep, can somebody confirm for me? I saw on Twitter, but I didn't know if it was like now or if it's like soon. Is there like a PlayStation Direct or like a gaming Direct or something that I should know about? And if there is, do you guys want to like watch it? Like, is it happening right now? State of play? Yeah, I think that's it. Should we watch that, or would you guys just rather stay focused on what the stream normally does? Because, like, I would be okay to just watch that and chill with you guys for a little bit, and then we'll do our E4 stuff. Did you make some progress? Yo, what's up, Pedro? So, offline, I made progress. I'm 95% sure I know my 6. And I'm not going to tell you guys. But off stream, I have made some progress. I have done some calcs. I'm not completely done. Like, I did not write down turn-by-turn strategy. Like, I didn't get that far yet. But I'm pretty sure I know the 6, which is exciting. I changed something that I was calcing, and it unlocked so much for me. I changed one thing, and it's like suddenly the doors to the Elite Four opened, and the doors to Valhalla exposed themselves to me. Yo, Big Mendoza, yes, it's today. Okay, Ryan, what time is the direct? Because usually the directs are pretty quick. Pedro Lito, shh. We don't know that for sure, okay? It could be Cloister, alright? It could be Cloister. Sorry, I was memeing. I'm memeing. You don't know if I'm telling the truth or not. I've been lying. I followed you on Twitter. Let's go, Mendoza. 5 p.m.? Oh, I thought it was like now. No, if it's at 5 p.m., we're cooked. Never mind, chat. Looks like we're playing some Emerald Imperium. Cloister's a brute against Kiram for real. Yo, honestly, true. Mendoza, welcome to the stream. RJ, I hope you guys are doing good. Guys, the Nintendo Switch 2 comes out tomorrow, and your boy's getting a copy of it. Maybe we do some Thursday night Mario Kart? Thursday night Mario Kart? You guys in? Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll do it for the culture. I mean, we got Emerald recaps and DAs, so who knows? I mean, it's not impossible that I'm live at 5 p.m. It's only 5 hours from now. Maybe I try to make it all the way till 5. Would you guys really hang out with me all day like that? That'd be crazy. I'm going later tonight with my dad at midnight release. Hell yeah. I was able to secure a pre-order for the Nintendo Switch 2 at GameStop. So tomorrow I have to go to a work meeting, and after my work meeting, I'm just going to swing by GameStop and pick it up. Okay, so chat, we do have some stuff to do today, though. However, so first things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. So today we have to do a couple of things to get ready for the Elite Four. We have to pick up some items, okay? And in order to pick up those items, we have to do 2 boss fights. So here's the plan. We're gonna do the 2 boss fights. I've loosely already prepared for both of them, so they should be pretty quick. And then, at that point, we're gonna be doing draft recap. If I'm not mistaken, we're going to have Orange Steve join me. And me and Steve are going to knock out week 3 of draft recap. And then, after draft recap, depending on how I'm feeling, we're going to do either DAs, maybe I'll play Resident Evil, maybe I'll just sign off and go to sleep, maybe I'll do all of the above, maybe we'll try to stall till 5 o'clock. You never know, chat. Today is going to be like a box of chocolates. It's just going to all depend on literally how I'm feeling. Bro, so lucky. So many people had their pre-orders canceled last week. It was forced to wait until the midnight release. I mean, I hope I didn't have my pre-order canceled. I guess I should check that. But I pre-ordered directly through GameStop, the store. So if they don't have my shit, I'll be so pissed. I would be so pissed if they just don't have it. Alright, guys, I'm going to share with you Alright, here we go. So our first fight today, I think I want to do Volkner first. So we loosely planned this yesterday. Today we're gonna go through it one more time. So the lead is Miraidon. If I remember correctly, we were going with my good friend the horse. Where is he? Where's the horse? Horse? Chat, do you guys see a horse in my box? I know he's here. He's somewhere. He's hiding from me. Oh, there he is. Metronome battles with chat. I mean, we could always do metronome battles for sure, right? Alright, so they lead Miraidon in electric terrain. This guy is something of a demon. We're gonna go Assault Vest Striker Mudsdale. We're going to kill with probably high horsepower, I think. Having Heavy Slam, and I think I want to change Low Kick to Rock Slide to basically make sure he doesn't have good bad odds switches, or whatever the gamers call it. Because he has a Dodrio in the back, but Dodrio gets cooked by Rock Slide. So I don't know if he wants to do that. So we're going to high horsepower into the Miraidon, hopefully just take it out. That's going to bait either Surf, Close Combat, or this guy. It's probably going to bait Close Combat, I guess. Because this guy outspeeds me and kills. Metronome multi-battles with chat. I don't even know if you could do a metronome multi-battle, but that'd be so funny, though. That'd be so funny. Alright, so what was my answer to Iron Hands? Any rememberers in chat? He's coming in for a close combat. Oh, it was Jellicent, right? Yes. So this guy comes in for a close combat. We switch in and we click Water Spout. And Water Spout should hopefully one-shot the Iron Hands. At which point we're going to bait Zeraora or Pikachu. Either of which would be going for an electric move. You absolutely can. The targeting will just be randomized onto the opponents. True. Alright, so Plasma Fist or from Zero Aura or Rising Voltage or actually no, I guess not Overdrive. Alright, so let's say it's let's just say it's Plasma Fist, right? What was I fighting this guy with again? This guy does no damage, let me tell you. Like at all. Iron Hands, was it? Yeah, I mean, Iron Hands walls and kills with CC, which is pretty good. I can even go like lefties and abuse detect and stuff. I can go like lefty Iron Hands to beat this. Or it could be this guy, Rising Voltage into a ground type. Wouldn't that be Rhyperior? Where's Rhyperior? I don't remember my plans. I just know I loosely made plans. Rhyperior is here. Did I put it in my party? I did. Oh, yeah. Okay. I forgot that I put these guys in my party. Alright, so I have it in my party then. Okay. So you were Assault Vest. You are Citrus Berry Soundproof. Let me get everybody into the calc. So I'm bringing this guy Soundproof with a Citrus Berry, so he always beats the Mega Toxicity. Yep. And then this guy is Water Absorb, Careful, Citrus Berry. Did I have that right? Quagsire. Water Absorb, Careful, Citrus Berry. So Careful in the calc, Unaware, Citrus, Water Absorb. So I swap in, I take a Psychic, and then I kill with EQ. Oh yeah, but this guy is Specs, so I lock him in then. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Now I remember why. And so then my Dodrio answer was Iron Hands? Yeah, my Dodrio answer is Iron Hands. And then my Zero Aura answer was Rhyperior, right? Oh my god, this guy does nothing to Rhyperior. Good Lord Almighty. Okay. Alright, so I think we're good. I think we have the 6. Yeah, I think we have the 6. Is there anything I wanted to bring as an emergency plan? I mean, this Iron Hands thing seems like pretty guaranteed, right? He comes out, he has to go for close combat. Or even if he goes for a heavy slam, it does, like, not a lot. I can still just Water Spout and sack, I guess. Maybe. I wouldn't really want to, but... What does this fight give us? So this fight gives us Eject Button, which is a really, really good item, especially for steering. Hold on, guys. I just missed a phone call. It may or may not be work-related, so give me a second. I missed a phone call from something work. Hold on, chat. I'm responding to it. Okay. You want me to call him? I'm not doing shit. Nah, we're good. It's just about a switch on Saturday. We're good, chat. We're good. All right, so let's lock in the team and let's get this dub, chat. All right, so you are Adamant Assault Vest. Let me just make sure I got my ducks in a row. Adamant Assault Vest Striker with low kick, rock slide, high horsepower, heavy slam. High horsepower cannot miss in this game, thank the Lord. You are Citrus Berry Soundproof. You always beat the other guy. You are careful, citrus berry, solid rock, EQ. You are citrus berry, careful, water absorb. Okay. You are modest, mystic water, water bubble. And are you faster than who you need to be faster than? I just want to make sure. Yeah, you're always faster. Okay. Lame PTO city. I mean, Lou, you could always cancel your PTO and let me take Saturday off. True. Can I get a true chat? Who in chat thinks Lou should just cancel his PTO and give it to me? Who in chat is an agreeer? Show of hands, chat. One's in chat. Shay, you a real one. You the only real one, Shay, but you're such a real one. You are such a real one, Shay. Impish. Am I supposed to be impish? Am I even fighting anybody? Nah, I don't think I should be impish. I think... Oh, wait, no. Yeah. Impish is good. Impish is good. Impish is good. Alright, yeah, chat, I think we're good to go. So this is for the sheets. Adamant Assault Vest Striker, Impish Citrus Berry Soundproof, Careful Citrus Berry Solid Rock, Careful Citrus Berry Water Absorb, Mystic Water, Water Bubble, Water Spouts, Leftovers, Impish, Fake Out Plasma Fist, Close Combat Detect. Should be good. Should be good. Alright, chat, it's time to lock in. If you have been lurking, now is the time. We are going to go ahead and turn off the music. We are going to turn off fast forward. We are going to turn on the in-game music. I don't take enough time off. Yeah. Just know, bro, that iPhone launch is gonna be real brutal for you when me and Brandon both take off. I just want you to know, bro. I just want you to know that iPhone launch for you is gonna be so cooked. Sloppy! Let's go, Palm. Alright, guys, these are the lads. Adamant Assault, Impish Citrus, Careful Citrus, Modest Mystic. You think I don't have a request in for that already? Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Oof. Brandon's gonna have a tough week. Alright, I don't know why I'm nervous. This fight should be relatively free. Alright, guys, this is Volkner. We are fighting him for an eject button. Because that eject button may or may not get used during the Elite Four. So here we go, chat. Wow, another trainer showed up here. It gets pretty boring being the strongest gym leader in a given region. How would I know? Well, my name's Volkner, and I'm the 8th gym leader in the Sinnoh region. Usually the weak trainers get weeded out before they can make it to me, but you're now the 4th strong-looking trainer I've seen come through here. It's really got me itching for a battle, so will you battle me? Sure. This is going to be electric. Alright, guys. Volkner leads with a whole Miraidon. Bro just has a Miraidon here. Alright, so we are assault vested. We could live any hit from Miraidon, even if he crits. It is going to do a lot of damage, but that's okay. We should kill with high horsepower. Alright, perfect. The Miraidon stayed in. That's what we wanted. So we take some damage. We still have some good amount of health. No crit is pretty good here. Jey Uso taking down the Miraidon. Yeet. Alright, Iron Hands. So I'm pretty sure this Iron Hand sees a kill. Iron Hands In electric terrain. Sees a kill with close combat into Mudsdale, right? Because I'm at 185 health. I just want to make sure, chat. I'm at 185 health, which is 64%. This is guaranteed close combat. You guys want to see something funny? Whoa! Hold on, chat. There's a big-ass bug just walking right up to me right now. God damn! What the fuck? Damn, that dude was big as hell. Jesus Christ. Alright, chat, give me a second. I guess I'm being exposed. I finally know what it feels like to be melted. It's okay, chat. I'm almost back. Pokemon trainers whenever a random bug comes into their house. Bro. Damn. Oh god, and I just dropped my phone. Chat, I'm all disheveled. I'm literally so disheveled right now. I was wondering what happened. Yep, sorry guys. We're back. Are you at work today? No. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry. Okay, we're back. So, this Iron Hands... Celsius at $40. This Iron Hand sees a kill with close combat. So on the close combat, we are going to hard swap into Cody Rhodes. Alright, Jellison, here we go. Nice. So now Jellison outspeeds the Iron Hands and one-shots with Water Spout. This is an insane calc, by the way. One-shotting an Iron Hands is not normal. One-shotting an Iron Hands is not normal, chat. Good lord almighty. Good lord. Toxicity, really? Okay. I wasn't necessarily expecting you, but that's kind of fine. So, Toxicity versus Jellison, it's going for Overdrive. One-shotting an Iron Hands after all Big Show has done for you, John. I know, Palm. I know. Alright, so now we're going into Soundproof Bastiodon. Because this Toxicity, has three sound-based... Well, it has two sound-based moves, a steel move, and a grass move. So even though this is Mega Toxicity, which with Punk Rock, it still doesn't matter. Nice overdrive, nerd. We EQ. He goes for hidden power, that's fine. The reason why he doesn't switch to Dodrio is because all my Pokemon just like wall Dodrio pretty hard. So Dodrio has a hard time finding switch-ins. Okay. One more EQ for the GOAT. Nice. Alright, here we go. Alright, so here's the Dodrio. So Dodrio versus Bastiodon. Dodrio sees a kill with high jump kick, LOL. So on the high jump kick, we are going to... Should I just go into Jellison here, LOL? Alright, since this is guaranteed high jump kick, I have a different strategy, but I'm doing this just to be funny. Now he crashes. Got him! Alright, cool. Now it sees Brave Bird, so we're going to swap on Brave Bird into Iron Hands. Alright, so here's Brave Bird into Iron Hands. Cork Drive raises my attack. Weave, stupid. Alright, Brave Bird unironically does kind of a lot of damage. Alright, I heal up with leftovers. Alright, so now we go for a fake out. I get a little bit more leftovers healing. And now we're gonna go for detect, just to get a little bit more healing. You guys know the drill. You've seen Big Show do this before. You've seen Big Show do this before. Alright, and now we kill a Plasma Fist. Might kill himself with Brave Bird, maybe. Alright, cool. Iron Hands is going to heal up. This is going to bait Raichu. Alright, the only problem with this is Raichu is going for Psychic, right? That's kind of unfortunate, I think. Let's detect and see what the Raichu locks into. It does lock itself into Psychic, which is actually probably the worst case scenario. Yeah, I was hoping Raichu would have been out already. So Raichu goes for Psychic into Iron Hands. I think I need to sack here to be safe. This is kind of a weird situation. Unless Bastiodon just deals with Psychic really well. He kind of does. As long as he doesn't get crit, Bastiodon's fine here, actually. Alright, Bastiodon, you got this, buddy. No sacks today, baby. We're doing double duty. Watch the stream or get ready for work. Yo, what's up, Brandon? Alright, so we heal up with the Citrus Berry. Remember, this guy is locked into Psychic, so we should live 2 and EQ. Yeah, let's just EQ here. Alright, so this takes me from 134 to 77. 77 health versus Psychic. I always live. I'm only dead to crit. If he crits me, it's like, honestly, fine. Can I play around crit? Anybody have priority? That's quitter talk. Do both. True. You could always just do both. Alright, Am I faster? Nah, I'm not faster. How about this guy? Alright, we just stay in. Honestly, I'm at the end game. If I lose Bastiodon, it's not really a big deal, but we're not gonna lose him. We never get crit. 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 Free. Free for the GOAT. Free for the GOAT, chat. That only leaves one more Pokemon. Alright, Volkner sends out Zeraora. On the Zeraora, it literally doesn't matter what he does. We just go hard Rhyperior. Rhyperior swaps in. Plasma Fist doesn't affect me because I'm a ground type. And we are going to just win with Earthquake. Fachati's going to do like 10%. Zeraora is actually so ass. Free for the GOATs. Alright, chat. That is officially our eject button for the Elite Four. The sprite for Zeraora is sick looking. Yeah, it's really dope. It's just unfortunate that as a Pokemon, he's so doo-doo. Alright, we get Supercell Slam, lol. We get the eject button. And speaking of Zeraora, we get a Zeraora. We're not going to nickname it because it's not our encounter for this route. I already have my legendary, so Zeraora is a dupe. Alright, so let's turn off the mute. Let's turn on fast forward. Let's turn on the music. Alright, chat, I'm going to release Zeraora real quick, and then we're going to start planning for Maylene. Maylene should be free. I mean, this guy's pretty cool, but get released. Yeah, Supercell Slam pretty mid. Honestly, I just wanted the eject button. More than anything else, I just wanted the eject button. Alright, so we won. Let's save. And let's go into the calc. Alright, this should be a pretty quick calc. I'm not gonna lie, because I took a look at it before stream. But let me pull up the boss that we're fighting. We are fighting Maylene. Alright, so this is Maylene's team. They have a Meloetta, they have Mega Lucario, and they have a King Gambit with Supreme Overlord, which in nuzlocking is a little rough. If I remember correctly, I'm supposed to just lead Mega Infernape. Mega Infernape will outspeed and kill the Meloetta, and then it all depends on what I'm baiting in. Because Mega Infernape kills most of these Pokemon, but it just depends when they come in. So I'm going to bring some backup plans. One thing we have to remember is this Hisuian Lilligant does have a Focus Sash, so we want to keep that in mind. Okay, so... Mega Ape the GOAT. Yeah, Mega Ape's about to go crazy. So, let's say this thing comes out, because it's the only Pokemon that lives a hit from Mega Ape. I outspeed and I go U-turn to break the Focus Sash, because if not, he'll kill me. So we U-turn, we break the Focus Sash. What wants to fight Hisuian Lilligant? Leaf Blade, Drain Punch. He's only Drain Punching me. What wants to switch in on that? So first impression is a minimum 60%. How much does U-turn? Okay, so U-turn into first impression does not always kill. So maybe not this guy. Yanmega? Yanmega's not faster though. Although he could be faster if we're being honest. If I just go Scarf, right? We can go like Choice Scarf, switch in like U-turn into Yanmega, and then just like kill with a Choice Scarf Yanmega. That seems like it could be okay. Yanmega boosts the speed. What if this guy goes +1 with Victory Dance? Is he faster than me? He is. But at +1, he still can't hurt me, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, so who does Yanmega bait? Thunder Punch from Pangoro. Salt Cure from Garganacl. He doesn't seem to bait Lucario, and he could, in theory, bait King Gambit, but I'm pretty sure King Gambit wants to come out last. Excuse me, guys. Sorry, my allergies are really bad right now. Alright, let's assume it's Thunder Punch, I guess. I mean, I do a lot of damage. I wonder if I just stay in. So maybe it's Garganacl, actually. So it's either Garganacl or Pangoro. If it's Garganacl, what do I have for him? Salt Cure, Earthquake, Hammer Arm. So I feel like he just loses to a ground water type. Is that Wishcash? Yeah, Wishcash cooks this guy with like Scald. If I go Modest, do I just one-shot? Yeah, I can go Modest, Wishcash, and just one-shot him with Scald. Okay, so let's hit save. And then what if it's Pangoro Thunder Punch? I can still unironically go into Wish Cache, and then I can bait Knockoff or Drain Punch back into Ape and then kill. Am I dead to crit Drain Punch? I am, so never mind. Jesus. Chat, could you imagine being able to breathe? It literally could not be me, I guess. So Pangoro, Thunder Punch, Fire Punch, Knockoff, Drain Punch. What wants to fight you? He has an Iron Fist. Torterra, no. Is this Salamence? I kind of don't want to bring Salamence, but it could be. How about Steelix? Nah, it takes a lot from Drain Punch. Cursola? Nope, dead to Knockoff. What if I just Focus Sash somebody? Oh, it could be Iron Hands. How's Iron Hands? Alright, Iron Hands is good here. Never mind. I forgot he's the GOAT. Alright, so Iron Hands with leftovers can come in and just whoop this dude. I'm finally here. Please don't say I missed anything. Yo, what's up, Phoenix? You missed Volkner. We beat Volkner. Mudspray popped off. Who else popped off? Iron Hands, but Iron Hands always pops off. Alright, so Iron Hands beats the Pangoro, kinda no matter what. He might go for Knockoff, which kinda sucks, but whatever. And I guess I want to stay adamant for this. And then we have Lucario. So Mega Lucario versus Iron Hands. Iron Hands kills with close combat, but it's a little sus. Don't miss Volkner, Volker miss Phoenix. True. Not me missing my GOAT Mudsdale. Yeah, nah. It's cool, it's cool, it's cool. Somebody tag Steve and let him know I'm live, because I think Steve is doing draft recap with me this week. Alright, so Iron Hands always beats the Pangoro. So for King Gambit, I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing. I'm bringing Breloom. And I'm going to go Adamant Breloom with a Focus Sash, so I can switch in on anything. And then Ability Technician. And that means Mach Punch is a 37% chance to Oko. And it not being me, you never asked. You never asked. But don't worry, there'll be more. So Mega Lucario. I need one answer to Mega Lucario here. Outside of just Sack and Infernape kills it. Remove Gyarados. I'm sorry, buddy. Does Banded Technician Breloom kill? We can't go Banded. Because I don't 100% know. So if King Gambit has 5 allies fainted, Breloom dies to an Iron Head, or he also dies to like knockoff crit. So I need to keep Focus Sash on the Breloom, because this King Gambit is probably going to be 5 allies fainted. So Breloom has one job, and it's to weaken the King Gambit, and that's about it, honestly. So I need one more guy, probably with a priority move that I can give an Assault Vest. Is it regular Machamp? How does regular Machamp do versus Lucario with an Assault Vest? So what if I go Careful? Assault Vest, no guard cross chop. That looks pretty good. And we could give Machamp like Mach Punch, right? Doesn't Machamp get like Mach Punch, I'm pretty sure? Orbeetle's dead. Orbeetle is unfortunately dead. I'll remove him from the calc. Where's Orbeetle? Alright, I feel like Machamp is an overall good bring for everybody. He doesn't normally have Mach Punch. Alright, let me see if I can think of anything else. How's Mantine? Oh my god, Mantine Walls. Wait, Mantine Walls insanely versus Mega Lucario. The only problem with Mantine is it can't come in on King Gambit and do anything. And at least with Machamp, he might be able to come in and just do... Well, let's see if Machamp has a priority move. Let me go get Machamp on my box. He might have, like, something. Maybe he learns Vacuum Wave or something cool. I kind of want to use Machamp. I haven't used him. And he's my Elite Four. He's my Victory Road encounter. It gets Bullet Punch. I named it Stephanie Vecker. I'm such an idiot. Alright, relearn, level up. Yeah, he gets Mach Punch in this game. Yeah, we're cooking. We're bringing Machamp. We're bringing the champ. Item. Egg moves. Rolling kick. Why does Machamp get Encore as an egg move? Any knowers? This guy also gets Ice Punch, Bullet Punch, Knockoff, Heavy Slam. This guy is a gamer, man. The user swaps its attack and defense stats? Holy. This guy's got some utility, chat. Holy. Knockoff. Mach Punch, Cross Chop. Knockoff. Relearn, level up moves. Bro gets Wide Guard. He's a gamer. Dual Chop, LOL. Close Combat, LOL. It gets Tickle as an egg move in the main series. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy.
Thank you.
Follow alert. Yo, Brandon, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I assume that means you're heading to work. Good luck. Peace in the Middle East. All that good stuff. I didn't know I wasn't following. No, it's okay. I'm pretty sure you were following my TikTok. That's why. I'm pretty sure you were following my TikTok. Alright, guys. I think it's just Assault Vested Machamp. I'm not going to lie to you guys. And Mach Punch the 2-hit KO into you. And then you live everything. Don't start the next fight yet. I've got to grab something from the other room. I got you, Jared. I'm actually, I have the team prepared, but I still need to give them all their items and all that stuff. We also have one last encounter for the run. Which means we have one more chance to change the 6 Pokemon I'm bringing to the Elite Four. And that chance is literally a 1% chance. But we're going to take that 1% chance. It better be Spidops, bruh. Alright, so let's turn off the calculator so you guys can see the game. It's crazy how much thought and effort that really needs to go into this game. Way more strategy than I thought. Sorry, guys. I know my allergies are making me sound like a freaking truck right now. I'm so sorry. Wait, John, does Mega Machamp kill Mega Lucario with Mach Punch? Probably yes, but the issue with that is I'm already bringing Mega Ape. But yeah, it's really surprising, man. Like hardcore nuzlocking, it's like a niche community, but like it's really, really difficult and really fun stuff. And it's really rewarding too. And what's cool about doing like a hardcore nuzlocke rule set is it forces you to use all of your Pokemon. Like there's no such thing as a bad Pokemon. Every Pokemon does something different for different situations. I wanted to see the Mega Machamp because of its funny named insane ability. The problem with leading Machamp is it loses to Meloetta. That's my except for Frostlass. Shay is right. There's no such thing as a bad Pokemon except for Frostlass. That thing sucks. That thing sucks ballsack, man. I just saw Barack bully late game bosses with Spidops, so yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, Shay, Spidops is not a meme in this game. It got buffs, and its Silk Trap and like other moves are like broken. We don't hate Frostlass? Yes, we do. You don't have to lie, Phoenix. By the way, guys, Yan Mega did so good on stream yesterday that I'm giving it one more chance. It's getting one more chance to impress us, guys. Who else am I bringing? Where's Wish Cash? I still need to make a TikTok of that. Yen Mega popping off on yesterday's stream was crazy. I guess because I've been seeing more videos on my For You page, I came across Heart Gold Kaizo Ironmon. Have you heard of it or played it before? Yeah, I've done Ironmon. Ironmon is really fun. I would argue... It's not the most skill-intensive thing in the world, but it's really fun and it's really good content. That's what I'll say about it. But it's nowhere near as hard as this. Like, I can do an Ironmon run, and, like, the only thing I need to trust is my instinct. Where something like this, I actually need to be, like, smart. It sucks, but Barack insists on making it work, and it does somehow. He's using Blissey teleport strats to let it come in. Dude, Blissey would be such a good encounter. I actually wish I had Blissey. Blissey is like a possible E4 mon, I feel. It's just so bulky. Chat, I forgot what I was doing. What am I doing? I'm looking for Breloom, right? That's what I'm doing? Yes, Breloom, my goat. So Quagsire, you go here. Should I bring Grappalocked instead of Machamp? How's Grappalocked versus... Grappalocked has not come out of the box. I assume he also gets priority moves. Where is he? Where art thou, Grappalocked? Dude, I can't even freaking find it. This thing's so ugly. Bro, this thing just doesn't exist in my box. Okay, I found it. Nah, this guy kind of gets cooked. I mean, he actually unironically does okay. He unironically does okay. He also gets Jet Punch, which is kind of cool. Grapple Lock sucks. Alright, fine. We'll do it with Machamp. We'll do it with Machamp. He said, damn. Alright, this is the 6. He gets Technician, Jet Punch. That's what I'm saying. This should probably low-key be Grapple Lock, but it's okay. I'm just gonna do Machamp for the culture. Alright, so Adamant, Infernape, Inferna, whatever. You, my friend, wants a Scarf. So you are getting the Choice Scarf to increase your speed. And then Otis, you are going to be Modest. You are going to be Modest. And then you are going to use Water Bubble Scald to beat the Garganacl. So you come in on Salt Cure. Outspeeds kills. Guess I'll just give you like a citrus or something. You don't really need your item. Alright, let's go Citrus Berry on you. Okay, so Breloom, you need to be Adamant. And you need to change your ability to Technician. Okay, and then you need a Focus Sash. Alright, so Adamant, Sash, Technician, Mach Punch. You are going to be Assault Vest. Assault Vest Machamp with no guard. And the ability, we want to make you careful. Alright, and then you are Impish still? Yeah, you're just gonna be Impish. Item, give, I guess, leftovers for what it's worth, even though it's probably gonna get knocked off, but whatever, it's fine. Alright, Impish, leftovers. Looks fine. Okay, so Adamant, Infernape Pipe, Choice Scarf, Modest, Citrus Berry, Modest, Focus Sash, Adamant, Assault Vest, Careful, Mach Punch, Cross Chop, leftovers, Impish. Alright, we got the team, chat. We got the gamers. It's time to go fight Maylene. Jarrett, are you back, or did you travel to, like, Guam? Alright, we're going to Laveridge. Okay. Let's save. Sorry, I forgot to say that. It's cool. Alright, chat, it's time to lock in. You guys know the vibes. You know the vibes. So we pause the music. We are going to stop fast forward. We are going to turn on the in-game music. Yo, Beads! Welcome to the stream, bro. What's good, Beads? Alright, we're gonna show the team one more time for the sheet. Adamant, Infernape, U-turn, Fake Out, Blaze Kick, Close Combat. Do I want Mach Punch on you, actually, instead of Blaze Kick? When am I ever kicking Blaze Kick this fight? I guess I'm not. You know what? I'm putting Mach Punch on the Tribal Chief as well, just in case. Yeah, I'm never kicking... yeah, no, I'm never cooking Blaze Kick. We are cooking today? Yeah, we're cooking. We're cooking with fire, bro. Alright, so... Adamant, Infernape, U-turn, Fake Out, Mach Punch, Close Combat. Those are the stats. Show it one more time in slow-mo. Choice Scarf, Modest. This thingy with Air Slash. Citrus Berry, Modest. Water Bubble, Scald. Focus Sash, Adamant, Technician, Mach Punch. Assault Vest, Careful, No Guard, Cross Chop, Mach Punch. Leftovers, Impish, Stuff. Alright, chat, we are going to save, and then we're going to fight Maylene. This is the last gym leader I'm fighting of the entire game. This is it, soldier. Chat, do you believe? Maylene is free, you'll do great. I hope so. This is officially the last fight in the game before the Elite Four. My name is Maylene, and I came over here from the Sinnoh region because I needed to reinvigorate my blah 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 blah. It's time. Granted, I had a Hitmontop. Oh yeah, Hitmontop feels like it cleans this fight. Alright, chat, it's time. Alright, so Mega Infernape versus Meloetta Pirouette form. Basically, what's going to happen is I'm going to Mega and I'm going to kill it. Nothing can switch into this because everything dies to close combat. They have no safe switches. This thing starting off as normal fighting type threw me so hard. Oh, yeah. The fact that it starts off normal allows me to just do this. Alright, Meloetta, thanks for coming. The tribal chief sends his regards. Alright, so now we're -1, -1. Next up, ooh, Garganackle. Okay, wait a minute. Garganackle does not have any priority moves, and he's dead to close combat. So, close combat? Okay. Mega Infernape, pop it off, because the AI made a mistake. We're now -2, -2. We have to keep track of this, though, because if I keep taking CC drops, it'll be really bad. Alright, who's next? Lucario. Okay. So here's the thing. Lucario versus Mega Infernape. He has Vacuum Wave. At -2, Vacuum Wave never could kill me. But I do outspeed and kill. However, when he turns into Mega Lucario, if he goes for Vacuum Wave, I live. If he crits, I die. But the thing is the AI never goes for Vacuum Wave in this scenario. Usually the AI doesn't do priority unless it's gonna kill or something. But you know what? No, the AI sees a kill. So it's gonna go for kill over priority. But I'm not going to risk it. I'm not gonna risk it. We are just gonna send in the backup plan. It's probably hard-coded to never bring that in till the end. Yeah, Steve. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay, so Mega Infernape outspeeds and kills here, but we're gonna be better safe than sorry. I'm assuming this is Aura Sphere. I'm gonna pivot. We're going to go into Machamp. Machamp loses if he gets crit, by the way. But it is what it is. Alright, Machamp, just dodge crits, buddy. Mega Lucario versus Machamp. Just dodge crits, buddy. Dodge crit, dodge crit, dodge crit, dodge crit. Dodge it, dodge it, dodge it, dodge it, dodge it. It's free! Yo, Kira, welcome to the stream. You are about to see a Machamp punch a Lucario in the face. Get cross-chopped. Flash Cannon. Won't be enough. It won't be enough. Free for the goat. Ladies and gentlemen, Machamp made it to the stream. Machamp made it to the stream. Let's go. Lilligant. Rutrow. Okay, so what does Lilligant go for versus Machamp? And should I sack? Nah, I'm not gonna sack. I'm going hard into Yanmega. Yanmega always wins these, chat. Stand back! There's a hurricane coming through. How are you guys? We're doing pretty good, Kira. How are you? We are Scarf with Air Slash. This thing has a focus sash, but that's okay. We're gonna flinch it. Flinch, 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 flinch again. Nah, it's okay. Alright, we're good. I am not great. Rutrow. Having a rough day? If so, relax. Drink some water. The day is not over. It's only 12:30. Incoming Pangoro. Oh, did we just get ads? Sorry guys, I have to stop for ads. I won't play till ads are done. Pangoro came out to Thunder Punch. Yeah, had some nightmares about stuff that's happened in the past. That's okay. We've all had bad sleep. The key is to shake it off. Don't let it change your day. Just focus on you. Alright, guys, so we have Pangoro, and then we have King Gambit left. And then that's pretty much it. Chat, I can't believe we're one fight away from E4, man. One fight away from E4. I mean, we're already at E4 technically, but this is an optional. The reason why this optional battle is really, really important is because it gives me Drain Punch. By the way, guys, I'm just waiting for the ads to finish, and I'm going to respond to my wife while I'm here. Alright, chat, I think ads are over, so welcome back if anybody was stuck in ads. Alright, here we go, gamers. So Pangoro is going for what I assume can only be Thunder Punch, but we're just gonna switch into Iron Hands. Iron Hands, my beloved. My beloved. Alright, he goes for knockoff because he's annoying. Alright, so on the knockoff, I'm just gonna... Plasma Fist kills, right? If I remember in the calc. Plasma Fist versus Pangoro. Yeah, Plasma Fist kills. That's so crazy. Bro goes for a Drain Punch, but it do not matter. It do not matter. It do not matter. Alright, big Plasma Fist gaming. Oh, I messed up. Ruh-roh. Electric Terrain was on. I could have just close combated. Gah! Okay. No. Electric Terrain was still on. I could have just CC'd for free. What is he going for? He's going for Drain Punch? It's nothing that my goat can't handle. It's nothing that my goats can't handle, man. I'm not even looking at the calc. I didn't even calc this. The calc is oh! I just dropped my mic and my drink, but it's okay. My drink was lidded. What I was trying to illustrate is the calc is on my right monitor. I'm not even looking at it. I trust my goat so much. I trust my goat so much. Look at this. It's so free for the goat. Come on. I don't even have to look. Easy. Yanmega, top 10 Pokemon of the run? Who says no? Who says no? Okay, here's what's perfect. Oh, chat, this is so perfect. Okay, wait. This I will check the calc, but I'm pretty sure I got this right. Okay, so chat, hear me out. Yanmega is faster than King Gambit, but King Gambit sees a kill with Sucker Punch. If this Sucker Punches, Breloom lives. Come on, baby. Come on, Breloom. You deserve this so much. Come on, Breloom. Sucker Punch. No! It's okay. It's okay. Oh, wait. Life Orb Chip. Wait. He's cooked. He's cooked, right? Life Orb Chip is enough? Life Orb does 8%. Okay, chat, this is a roll. This is a roll. Breloom, one last time for the culture. One last time, Breloom. One last time. Got him! Free for the goats. We were never gonna lose, by the way, but I did not want Breloom to die. Can you think of a more iconic way for Brawlic John to stamp his ticket to the Elite Four other than Breloom hitting a rage and one-shotting a King Gambit? Chat, just look at it. This should be screenshotted. It's beautiful. It's majestic. It's a brand name. Like Pepsi. It's a brand name. I stand by it. I guarantee it. Alright, we get Focus Punch. We get Focus Blast, but that's not why we're here, chat. We're here for this. Drain Punch. This will almost certainly be on the Elite Four. We also get Body Press, which is kind of monka. Aura Sphere, also monka. Lucario Knight, but I don't have a Lucario. Machampite, I do have a Machamp. Expert Belt, pretty damn good. We do love an Expert Belt. So guys, does Expert Belt do more damage than Black Glasses? Does anybody know the math on that? Is that how that works? Yeah, we can never use Mega Machamp anyway. Yeah. They do the same? Okay, got it. The fact that you went the entire game with a Corviknight and a Hands and then never fought Maylene for Drain Punch or Body Press? Dude, you think Iron Hands needs Drain Punch, bro? He has Fake Out Detect leftovers. He's the GOAT. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT. Alright, chat. The Emerald Imperium fun is not over. It's not over yet, chat. There's an encounter that we never got. There is an encounter that we never got. Let's go grab a bunch of Pokemon that we know are unfortunately not coming to the Elite Four, which are these guys. Pokevile save time? True. Pokevile save time. Pokevile save time. Parascuta last in case I have to run. Not Sincata. No one's dying, at least I don't think so. Yeah, no one's dying, I think. I'm just bringing Pokemon that in case they did die, it wouldn't really hurt. You got the Elite Four in your pocket? Good stuff. Hell yeah. One more encounter though, guys. Good luck, Brandon. Wait, we not thinking of Toxapex? No, all his good moves are banned. Baneful Bunker is banned and Toxic is banned. So he just doesn't do anything. If they weren't banned, then I would 100% be bringing Toxapex probably. Because Baneful Bunker Regenerator is just OP AF. Alright, chat. One last encounter. Let's take a look. So here's the situation, chat. Here's the sitch. There's two Pokemon here that have a chance to go to the E4. One of them is a big chance. The other one is like a very little chance. The only issue is it's a 1% chance to get the Pokemon. I think Alola Mola could be a killer E4 mon. I actually don't have Alola Mola, but I agree with you. He's really physically bulky. I actually missed Alola Mola on all my fishing, which is kind of crazy. 1% chance, 99% faith. We have a 1% chance at Dusknoir, chat. A 1% chance at Dusknoir. You're getting the Lug every day of the week. Unironically, Lug is the other Pokemon on this list that has a small chance to E4, but most likely no. But it does have a title chance. It does have a chance. Michael wanted to champ it. Alola Mola? Yeah, Alola Mola is like, I get it. It's good. It's good. So, If we get the Dusknoir, I'm gonna try to champ it. If we get Avalugg, I'm gonna put it in the calc and see what happens. If we get Electivire, I'll calc it. This guy sucks, this guy sucks, this guy sucks, this guy I have already. This guy doesn't suck, but I already have Registeel. This guy doesn't suck, but I already have Registeel. So I'll calc it, I'll calc it, I'll bring it. These are what's at stake. That's what's at stake, chat. You guys ready? I'm going straight for it. We're turning off the repel. We are going to turn off mute. You know what? I'm going to turn on the in-game audio too, chat. What if we hit the 1% chance? If we hit this 1% chance, my E4 is going to be so fucking cool. My E4 is going to be so cool if we hit this. Wait. Okay. He was legit routing for Dusknoir and Evergrande. It's really hard to get Dusknoir, though. It's really hard to get Dusknoir. I'm just calling it a 1% chance. Has been a menace all run. Such a great mon. Not bringing it to the Elite Four, though. Yeah. We surely bring low kicks. Okay, chat, that was quick! 1%? No! That's alright. We got some bullshit. F's in chat. Although, it is a rock type. I mean, I'll calc it. I'll calc it. Alright. Most of you guys won't get this, but this is a wolf Pokemon, so I'm naming it after Baron Corbin, the lone wolf. No way? Bro, what if... he switches it on Charizard and Okos. Focus Sash Endeavor? What? Excel Rock into Darmanitan? What? I'll calc it. I'll calc it. I'll calc it. I'll calc it. Alright, Baron Corbin, welcome to the damn team, man. Alright, well, that was a letdown, chat. I was kind of secretly hoping that we at least got the lug, but we didn't get shit. We didn't get shit. It gets Headlong Rush? Yeah, I guess it does. No, we're talking about Lycanroc, bro. We're about to calc the Lycanroc. Which form Lycanroc is this? And also, can I change its form? Does anybody know? Sand Rush. Double speeds in sand. Midday. That's the day form. Frisk? That is some ass. Steadfast? What the hell is Steadfast? Bro, this thing's abilities are dookie. Being flinched raises speed. Any other abilities? Bro, this thing is some ass. This thing is some ass. Alright, but hear me out, chat. They got rid of 30% chance flinch on Darn? Yo! Okay, chat, hear me out, 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 hear me out. Hear me out, chat. Glacia 1. Okay, this is Sun Glacia. I need you guys to hear me all the way out. It doesn't have to, it doesn't have to. We just need a little bit of an imagination. We just need a little bit of an imagination. Alright, so Lycanroc, level 85, okay? Adamant, Steadfast, okay? I'm saying! Air balloon. Chat, I'm saying, bro, get him in on Earthquake. Get him in on Earthquake, and he one-shots with Accel Rock. Who says no? How about Mega Charizard? He somehow doesn't kill Mega Charizard because he's some ass. Oh, but he's faster. Oh, he speed ties. All right, chat, he speed ties Charizard. Who says no? Can he lead Ninetales? Hold up, hold up, hold up. We the boys. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Okay, so here's what we do instead. Watch this, chat. Watch this. We choice band. Watch this, chat. Look at this. We choice band Lycanroc. He kills Ninetales. It baits something else, right? Whatever. And then when it's time for Darmanitan, we bring him in on... Zen Headbutt. we bring him in on Zen Headbutt, okay? And then we one-shot with Accel Rock. We can bait Zen Headbutt, chat. We have the technology. We have the technology, okay? No, chat. This Pokemon sucks. Okay, what about Ice Glacia? Yo, Rock Slide, 31% chance to kill and a 15% chance to flinch? Who says no? This thing can't even beat it. It's a lead into both. And then that's gonna bait this guy to outspeed and kill. Wait, is this guy the only guy that's faster? Wait. Chat, hear me out. Hold up. Hear me out. So in Snow, we have a 31% chance to Oko. We also do Stone Edge. No, I'm not doing Stone Edge. It can miss. Alolan Ninetales is faster? Yeet. Okay. Alright, hear me out, chat. This is what we do. If I'm... How fast is Darn? How fast is Darn? Okay, chat, hear me out. Choice Scarf. Okay? Hear me out. So, turn 1, we hit 2 Rock Slides. If we flinch, we flinch. And then...
Thank you.
Electivire comes out and nothing happens. Yeah, it's cooked. Alright, if Electivire wasn't faster... Yo, P. Williamson, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Brawling Chamber. I hope you're having a good day, buddy. I hope you're having a good day. You can pivot? Yeah, I know I can pivot, but how do I ever get it back in is the problem. I was thinking with Scarf, he could actually just, he could actually... Well, what if I'm still... Choice banded? So what if I'm choice... What if I'm choice banded? Do I just double Accel Rock and Snow? Wait, chat. This guy has an 87% chance to 2-hit KO in Snow. So what we do is we simply Accel Rock twice. And then the only Pokemon faster is Darmanitan. Darmanitan outspeeds and sees a kill. We Accel Rock again. We just hit an 88% range and we get Ninetales and Darmanitan for free. Who says no? Who says no? Who says no? And then on all the other fights in the Elite Four, we just give it a Focus Sash and Endeavor. Trust. This is the most pathetic Pokemon I've ever seen. Nah, you want to see pathetic. You haven't seen pathetic. Who did I calc that was just balls ass? Do the match strat? Oh no, what's the match strat? Is this what we're planning to do with H Arcanine? I cannot deny nor confirm. Seismitoad? Nah, we're bringing in, who did I look at that was just like big dookie? This Mon deserved a buff or something? He brought... Oh. Oh, flail. Yeah. But the difference is Lopunny can hit ghost types. Oh, I actually did calc Golduck, and Golduck was so ass. He picked up no KOs. I was calcing him so much. I was calcing Golduck so much. He was so dookie. Golduck unironically does beat both Darmanitans, I think, if I remember correctly. But, like, he needs, well, no, not even. Yeah, never mind. He doesn't beat shit. He did something into Phoebe, but, like, I don't know. Literally just one-shot the Ninetales with Infernape, bait the Darm, switch in and EQ Immunity, switch into Arcanine, one-shot with Accelerock. Yep. Not quite that straightforward, but yeah, definitely possible. Definitely possible. The only weird thing about that, Steve, and I know my answer to this, by the way. I know my answer to this, by the way, though. The problem is it's not guaranteed EQ. It could be Zed Headbutt. But it's okay. I already know my answer to that. But I could get Zed Headbutt or EQ. And technically, Zed Headbutt has a positive effect. So it could be either or. Because Zed Headbutt could flinch, right? Or something like that. But yeah, Steve, I've thought of stuff like that, trust. Alright, guys. Let's get off the calculator. You can switch it Arcanine directly? No, but what if it's EQ? Are we risking the entire E4 or me knowing that for sure? It's okay. I have pivots. Don't worry. Don't worry, Steve. Unironically, Ice Glacia for the 6 that I'm bringing is kind of free. It's Sun Glacia that's not free for me. Like, I know what I'm doing versus Sun Glacia. I genuinely know what I'm doing. But, it's scary. It could be scary. It could be scary. Yeah. But I do have a hero. I do have a hero that you guys might not know. You guys might not know who the hero is. Why would Glacia bring Sun? Because this game hates me. Alright, you guys want to do some draft recap? Reshiram hits harder than Kieran Black? Yep. Fortunately for me, I have something in my box that one-shots Reshiram. Finish my coffee. It was delicious. Mega Stoice, maybe. The issue for me, unironically, is I have a very, 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 very awkward Volcanion matchup. My Volcanion matchup is literally like whittle him down until anyone could pick up the KO. Like, my Volcanion matchup is not good. And also, my Decidueye matchup, a little bit sus. But low-key, Reshiram, that boy's getting one-shot, chat. That boy is getting one-shot, chat. Drake replacement doesn't have a type. Yeah, so for anybody wondering, this isn't a spoiler, it just is what it is. The replacement for Drake is Cynthia. And yes, it's the Cynthia. So yes, she has Mega Garchomp. Yes, she has Spiritomb. Except for the fact, she also has Zamazenta. Cynthia just has a random-ass Zamazenta to deal with. And that thing is a demon. No Roserade, no Milotic. She has Spiritomb, Zamazenta, Mega Garchomp. Oh yeah, and she has a Xerneas. Yeah, in case that interests any of you guys. She's got a whole ass Xerneas. Togekiss? Nah. Xerneas. Yeah. And a Heatran. Yeah, that fights Demon. Xerneas that will click Geomancy. Yup. Xerneas will click Geomancy. But that's okay, chat. Xerneas might be the most free Pokemon in my entire Elite Four. Xerneas, true. Alright, chat, so do you guys want to do draft recap? Or do you guys just want to cancel the draft recaps forever and just do DAs? We're open to possibilities. Quack. I'm ready for recaps then DAs. I was hoping you guys would bite on that one. I'm not gonna lie, I might sell my rights to do draft recaps. I'm gonna sell them to Dial. Alright, let me open Discord. And then let's go here. Actually, I guess I should open Discord here. Sorry, guys. I'm just getting stuff together in the background. Yo, Mike! Welcome in, bro. So, Mike, we just took a 1% chance to get Dusknoir, which would have changed my Elite Four, but we missed. We missed bad. We got a freaking Lycanroc of all nonsense to get. Yo, Jilly, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you. How you feeling today? Unfortunate, yeah. But we beat Volkner. We beat Maylene. Both deathless. So now we have Expert Belt. We have Drain Punch. We have Eject Button. I hit the low kicks from Evergrande. Hella disappointing. Same. Literally same. I was so sad. But what are you gonna do? We found Midday Lycanroc can kill Darm. Yeah, when we pulled the Lycanroc, we went into the calc just to see if it does literally anything. And it does one-shot Darmanitans. The problem is it sucks and it doesn't do anything else. Oh, it beats Ninetales. So it's good only versus Sun Glacia and also Focus Sash Endeavor. That's all it's good for. That's all it's good for. Alright, chat. Hold up. Let me save the game one more time. Just want to make sure I don't lose any of my progress. Save. Dial, welcome in. Just in time for draft recap. We just finished kind of doing what we're doing. Where is my draft recap scene? Nope, that's not it. That's the Moxie one. I guess this is it. That's the pocket. Yeah. Oh, perfect timing. Also, I just watched your week 4 match, Dial. Yes. I don't even know what week we're on anymore, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. Chat. I don't even know what's happening anymore, low-key. I'm kind of so lost. I still haven't made a team for Carly. I'll probably do that after stream. So if I remember correctly, the pinned matches, are they only the ones that got voted for, or is it everybody? Holy crap, that's a lot of matches pinned. Yes, but we're a week behind, I think. So we're doing week 3. We might finish before Worlds. True. Yeah, so we're in week 3. Does anybody know the 5 matches that won their votes for week 3? Also, That's kind of why. That's kind of why Loki didn't want to do this shit, cause we're behind. Oh yes, week 3 was the burn week. We don't talk about that. Yeah. See, these pins are like too recent. I don't even think we have all the right pins here. Alright, I think it's this week. No, week 2. How are we on week 2? Briu, Dial, me, and Jen. So week 3, Briu. Week 3, Phoenix. I have 2 of them. Was week 3 Pokenerd versus... No, that's gotta be week 4, because here Pokenerd played. I guess I'm just gonna scroll up the old school way. But I just need to know what 5 matches won the vote. Anybody talking about that? Nope. Anybody know where the vote happened? They're in Draft League Chamber. I've got the 5 being me and CMBZ, Pokenerd and Phoenix, Dial, Briu, Meldy, Dozo, and Ryan versus Jen. Yeah, that sounds about right. So I guess we'll just go find those. Steve, do you still want to hop in the call or you're chilling? I got things set up. Alright. Nope. What am I doing? Can you call me on Discord? Oh, you're streaming. Oh. Huh. That's so much more work for me. I was just gonna have you hop in a Discord call. I guess. Let me see how this works. It apparently only works for Chrome and Firefox. Yeah. I would have to open my thing. Do you have Chrome and Firefox? I'm on Edge, so not doing that. Okay. Because I can do it on Chrome. It's just mid-stream I'd have to switch my stream manager to a different thing. I guess just call me on Discord and then we'll pop up on each other's streams if anything. Just a regular Discord call is fine. Started a call. Yeet. Alrighty. Mic check. I'm gonna pin this message.
Let's see. Okay, I think it's working. I can hear you.
Yes, I can hear you too. Chat, can you guys hear Steve?
Okay. I'm gonna try and fix the volume range on my side so that they can hear you, but you're not super loud, at least on my end. Let's see. Okay, let's see. I'll need someone else to check this for me. I do not listen to my own stream. Would drive me crazy.
So what am I scrolling up to? I've got the 5 being me and CMBZ. Okay, week 3. Dial Brew. Got
Got an
one.
entire notepad with one sheet of paper on it. A pen pal.
Okay, that's 2. This is
Oh, there it is.
CMBZ versus Stu.
Okay.
Okay, Phoenix got it. Yep. That's 2. Melody Dozo is 3. SSL versus TMT. Was SSL versus Ryan earlier in the week? Yeah, I think it was.
527.
There's like week 3s mixed into week 2s somehow. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Alright, I guess we'll just find them as they go. I think technically this week only had 4, but one of them was Lou versus Carly, and like it just didn't exist, basically.
Well, Phoenix and Pokin are tied with Lou and Carly. So we can just do them as the 5th one.
Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna start with Jarrett and Ryan. Probably easier to search by team name. Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Ugh.
Oh, wait. I got the wrong one. I got Jen and Bree.
Yeah, Jen and Bree was after. It's up a little bit.
There we go. Okay. See how this looks.
Alright, cool. These two swap teams. Yeah. These games were fun. Yeah.
Craziest thing I've seen.
I'm actually balding. That's what usually happens to me, Dial, is I never get to actually play Jarrett. Alright, let me know when you have the replay up. I guess we'll just alternate games like we normally do. I'll start game 1, you do game 2. And then that's kind of pretty much it. You play me next week? Sweet. Just so you know, whatever you think I'm going to do is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to do exactly what you think I'm going to do. And this is not a head game. I'm just telling you. Trust.
Okay, well you can start whenever.
Have fun playing snow again? I don't bring snow. Why would I bring snow? I got my lunch just in time. I think you're gonna win. Nah, I'm gonna lose. Dial has Pelipper. So? I like the rain. My Pokemon love rain. What do you mean? I have Wailord, the goat. Pelipper Smelliper, bro? Yeah, see, Ryan gets it. Ryan gets it. Pelipper's low-key my MVP every match. Yeah, because it's genuinely one of the best Pokemon in VGC history, and Mox is an idiot. I mean, Mox is my friend. I love Mox. Yeah. And we're gonna do speed slow probs. All right, Steve, how's it looking? You ready?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to play slow on game 1. I'm going to turn down the volume a bit for the in-game music so they can hear. Okay. Yeah, that should be down here. Should be good. All right, guys. Game 1. This is the Cub Chews versus the Fish. Except they've switched their teams entirely. Alright, so here we go. Turn 1, we got Meowscarada, which is, in fact, a grass type. I predict it being pretty strong here. Alright, we have Killer Fish and Ugly Fish. Alright, Mr. Mime goes Terra Steel, probably fearing a ghost type move. We have Ice Ugly Fish with the Snowscape. Alright, and then Blizzard from Basculegion. Sheesh. You can tell that was specifically made for Meowscarada, by the way. That was, like, specifically made for Meowscarada. Alright, so that makes me think this guy is Scarf. Probably. But let's see. Alright, we got Light Screen going up. We got Sand with the Gigalith. We got Body Press into the Ice type. Good play. Primarina on the switch in. So Primarina looks pretty okay here. But Light Screen is up, and Gigalith is a Rock and Sand, so he looks pretty good. That Hydro Pump only doing 51% damage is insane. Hyper Voice, yeah, Gigalith living both is insane. That's actually so cool. Show me Body Press into the dude. Throat Chop. Throat Chop into Primarina is pretty cool, though. I definitely understand the tech. Setting up a sub on the Mr. Mime. Yo, not for nothing, that Dazzling Gleam, kind of good damage. Hydro Pump makes the sub. No Hydro Pump misses. Could you imagine? That could never be me. Alright, Moonblast into the Gigalith. I think I would have liked Body Press last turn, but this Mr. Mime is in such a good spot. So now we have Stoutland. This thing's really fast in Sand. Also sets up a sub. Are we going to take advantage of some switching? Oh, 2% for picking up the Ugly Fish. That seemed like a roll. Another Hydro Pump. This dude Ryan can't miss. Shout out to Life Orb, though. Hyper Voice. Mr. Mime lives. Clutch, Citrus Berry. Alright. So Primarina still got the boost. We have this. So right now, the speed advantage goes to the Stoutland. We have a Protect. Yawn. Yawn into the dude. And Dazzling Gleam. Good play, good play, good play. Something dies here, though. Oh, he lives. Does he get burnt? Okay. Interesting turn here. Ryan has to decide, does he want to sleep or does he want to switch? He wants to switch. He brings in another giant fish. Dazzling Gleam, 17% here. Crunch. Oh, if that had just not been Crunch. Hyper Voice, double KO. Dude, imagine if that's not Crunch. That would have been insane. But I think with the double KO, that's probably going to be all she wrote for this one. I mean, when there's a Dracovish, there is a way. And there's also a Dunsparce, lol. Alright, Leech Life. Now we have Poison Jab. Show me the poison. Nice. We love Serene Grace. Curse. Interesting. Okay, okay, okay. I mean, it ain't over till it's over. But I imagine Last Respects is probably coming out sooner or later. Alright, we have Sharpedo going for a Crunch. This thing tanks it because it's surprisingly bulky. Vicious Red, only 17%. Into Sharpedo, that might have done some whamage. Body Slam into the Sharpedo. Para. The speed tiers are so weird. How are these guys both faster than Sharpedo? And there's no Scarf. Alright, now... Oh, full para. Yo! Vicious Red. Yep, that'll do it. What's Dozo going for here? Rest. Chesto! Resto Chesto, baby! Ah, unfortunate. The fish is gone. The fish is gone. Yeah. I don't know if this guy can 3v1, but anything is possible. The problem is there... Yo, para. Okay, full para. Full para. God, that did so much. Nice. Do we have Protect? Oh, Protect would have been Monka there. Skull, that's gonna wrap it up. Yeah. That was a fun first game, though. I think we were like one body press and one move that's not Crunch away from this being like... We still don't know who would have won, but it would have came down to probably Basculegion versus somebody. But that was a fun game one. Very cool. This was such a fun game. Yeah, that was really good. I'll save my notes for the end. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna load up game 2, and then we're gonna let Steve take over the play-by-play. Let me just set it up first. So we're gonna go speed slow. I'm gonna lower the in-game volume to about 25%. All right, then Steve, I'm gonna do a countdown: 3, 2, 1. We both click play, and then you take over.
Okay.
All right, cool. So we're gonna give a countdown here: 3, 2, 1.
And we're off. Okay, so Jen leads Mr. Mime to Dunsparce, and I see a same lead from Rocco. We see a flip turn from the Basque Legion this time. No Blizzard. A light screen comes out. Hydro comes out.
You might be on
Uh,
speed normal, maybe.
Oh, I am.
That's okay.
Whoopsie. Still fast. Okay, so I'm currently at Reflect, and a Blizzard gets a freeze on the Dunsparce. Skull does not unfreeze because it kills the Dunsparce.
Oof.
We got Gigalith coming out. Tell me if I'm too far ahead.
No,
Protect
we're
from
we're
Arctic-
catching up. I put it on normal to catch up to.
Okay, it's not slow. We got Rain Dance from the Wishy-Washy. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, that's a really good play.
This could be bad for Jen, who now has to deal with Vicious Rend. Makes a good switch into Dracovish. And then a Dazzling Gleam. Hydro misses, and
The bird.
Scald goes in. Ah, it gets a burn. Unlucky. We have a Vicious Rend Dracovish in Rain. That sounds scary, even though it's burned. Still. Okay, we see a Leech Life coming from the Dracovish. And the Freeze Dry will one-shot the Dracovish. This Arctivish is just a pain. Gigalith comes back in, resets weather. Instead of taking the kill, Jen decides to click a light screen. Which helps out against the Wishy-Washy Skull, actually. No burn this time. We'll see what happens next. Reflect wears off. Not very helpful against two special attackers. Will that turn Wishy-Washy back into its solo form? I guess not. It has to wait until the end of the turn. Wishy-Washy dies to Sandstorm, and this still seems like a pretty even game because there's a Meowscarada who has a super effective grass move on everything. Will we see a wide guard from Gigalith? Nope. Gigalith might not have wide guard. Reflect is set up. That's clever. I do agree in John's assertion that that's a choice Scarf Basque Legion, which would pose a major problem for Jen in the endgame because it'll outspeed and kill everything. You see Terra Poison from Primarina. Flower Trick does... Whoa. Does nothing. Dazzling Gleam does nothing. And is that a Terra Blast? No, it's just a Moonblast. This is looking very scary for Jen because none of her Pokemon are dealing any damage to that Primarina. Even with a crit, knockoff is doing nothing. The sub does not protect Mr. Mime from Hyper Voice. But now it's up. Maybe if she can kill the Primarina, this Mr. Mime can help against the rest of the team. Stoutland comes in. Let's see. Does it kill the Primarina? Yes. Yes, it does. I actually think that this Stoutland is a choice-locked Stoutland because of Jen's continued clicking of Crunch.
Iron
That
Hands!
might explain
My goat!
why.
Ryu, you have one job. One job, Iron Hands!
Nope, it's a Citrus Berry. Ooh, Citrus Yawn. Maybe we didn't
Come on,
see that
baby, you're my
before,
goat.
but
I
this
love
Stoutland
you.
might
I love
actually
you,
do
Iron
something.
Hands.
Sorry,
I
I
love
have a
you.
sub alert. Mad laugh.
I love you!
Okay, reveal of Protect. Perhaps Crunch is its only attacking. A crit! Oh, this is actually looking decent for Jen. If that is in fact a Scarf Basculegion, you might be able to stall out the Basculegion
That's alright,
from
Bru.
clicking Wave Crash. Let's see. Will this Mr. Mime deal enough damage to Basculegion so that with Dazzling Gleam?
Oof.
It's not doing very much. I don't know if the Mr. Mime can handle Basculegion. Okay, we see a failed protect from the Dondozo because it's still asleep. If Mr. Mime can survive this turn, Jen actually wins. Unfortunately, it is a Mr. Mime. And there's a crit. That was a very, very close match there.
Yeah, that was a crit bowfish. Yeah, and the scald bird on Dracovish too. Although that didn't end up mattering too
That
much. 'Cause
didn't
of
end
freeze
up
dry.
mattering. It just instantly died to a freeze dry.
Yeah, that was good. I think that end was sus though, not gonna lie. I think game 1 was actually kind of closer than game 2, maybe. It just felt
Really?
like it felt like Ryan knew his win condition, which was Basculegion, and he just did a
Yeah,
good
that's
job of
Scarf
protecting it.
Basculegion. Eesh.
This game 1?
Very
No, that
scary
was game 2,
Pokemon.
Phoenix. That was game 2.
Yeah. Like to mention, this Basculegion had Snowscape, and that allowed the Arctivish to one-shot stuff with Blizzard. Scarf Snowscape is pretty scary, I won't lie.
Yeah. Was it this fish that snowscaped? It was, right?
Yes, it was this fish. The Arctivish was what clicked
Was the
Blizzard
Blizzard
last.
user.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense because then it gave it the rush. Yeah, that was really smart. I would say prep wise, Ryan understood the assignment, defeat the grass types, but I think Jared did a good job of not just banking on Meowscarada. Like I think setting up
Yeah.
screens with Mr. Mime and stuff was really good.
Yeah.
I thought the
I think
one,
that Mr. Mime put in an very unreasonable amount of work considering it is a Mr. Mime. It
yeah,
didn't even have follow me.
yeah, I think Mr. Mime was really good call, not relying on the Meowscarada. I thought the Terra Steel on the Mime though was unnecessary. I think it could have been saved for others.
Probably. Yeah.
Because like super effective damage wasn't being threatened. I guess technically the Basculegion, but even if the Basculegion has last respects on turn 1, that isn't enough to do it to Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime too bulky and too chill. And then yeah, I would have wanted to see normal moves out of the Stoutland. Although maybe Jarrett was just predicting switches to Basculegion, which I get. Dunsparce was
Yeah.
awesome. Dracovish didn't really get to pop off.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it was a fun set. I have some things I'll keep in mind for the end recap, but Ryan just did a really good job, especially game 1 with a like a linear strategy that works, and then just playing protect the president around Basculegion. It made a lot of sense. Mr. Mime style
Tell
too
you,
fresh.
when
Are
I
you
first saw
doing?
this match, I was so confused because I was looking at the teams and then I was like, wait, they've got the opposite team. It took me a while to realize that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. Just week 3. Yeah, I think I'm just doing week 3, and then maybe we'll either do DAs or I'll play something else, see how I'm feeling. But I don't think I have it in me to recap 10 straight matches. It's a lot of talking. Which I mean, I guess streaming is talking, right? So I guess I sound weird for saying that. So that's one. I'm just gonna look for another one randomly. The first one that I see. So it's either
Yeah.
Steve, CMBZ, Pokenerd, Phoenix. I'm just gonna scroll up and see what I
Okay.
see. That's me. Dragonite versus Ryan. That's the week before because they did theirs pretty early. Dragonite versus Shay did not make it. Dragonite versus Shay. All right, so Briu versus Dial is here. Do you want to do Briu Dial next?
We can do that. Was that the most viewed one? I know there's.
Yeah, I guess we could
Dolphin
leave it for
and
last. I
Pins.
think it's probably the most voted.
It's probably.
Looking pins. The pins don't have them all. The pins have like some weird shit going on. Who got rid of the pinned comment? I don't know. The pins have like some weird stuff. Oh, who got rid of our pinned comment? Oh yeah. Hold on, I could go get it back, I think. I think it might have just timed out on accident. That might have been me. All right, I repinned it. Don't worry. Grim versus
Okay.
Moxie.
You know, it
No.
was-
You versus CMBZ. Okay, we could do Steve versus CMBZ here. I'll pull up game 1.
Okay. Give me a second. I don't have that one up yet.
All right. Oh, I hate when they start at the end. Why does that happen?
Okay.
Sorry, I had to click instant replay because it starts at the end.
Okay, here we go.
I don't know why it does that sometimes. Those were the rooms. Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
I
And then
think
you
that's-
reposted, right?
Right,
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I posted them wrong, and so Phoenix actually
Yeah.
has mine.
All right, so I'm gonna set mine
do
to
have them,
slow.
it's just-
I'm gonna lower my value. Let me know when you're
Okay.
ready for me to start, Steve. I'm starting with game 1.
Slow. Okay. I am now ready.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna do a 3, 2, 1, play. 3,
On it.
2, 1, play. All right, so here we go. Game 1. This is CMBZ versus the Steves. The Stevers. We got Azumarill and Mandibuzz versus Slow King and Machamp. So it looks like both sides are playing for Trick Room. The Machamp is in trouble. The Azumarill, yeah, Air Slash into Machamp. And then Azumarill into Machamp. That's a really good protect, but what did he get from it? Trick Room. Trick Room in front of Azumarill is Pog. Okay, so the guy's burnt. He's going to go to Steel Terra. That makes sense. Scald into Mandibuzz. No burn. We do get the Absorb Bulb, though. That's kind of lit. Fachati not picking up the knockout. That's kind of insane. Do we get the attack drop? No attack drop. And then Dark Pulse doing hella damage, actually. Alright, so this Machamp, not long for the world, but Trick Room's up. Aqua Jet's going to take him out. And what's the Slow King going for? Kill into Azu? No, goes for another Scald. Gets the burn, but this is a special Mandibuzz. Yeah, so that won't change anything. I think I would have picked up Azu there. But let's see. So we're still in Trick Room, so this is Fake Out Pressure from the Pikachu. Rhydon comes in case it's an electric move. That's Fake Out to the Mandibuzz. Should I be Scald into Azumarill? That'd be crazy. Slack off. I mean, that's good too. Alright, Trick Room's up. Slow King's the slowest thing on the field. So it pressures the Rhydon here. Maybe a Protect from Pikachu. Swap into Weezing. We're turning off abilities. Scald into Rhydon. Rhydon lives. Shout out to Solid Rock maybe, or whatever that was. High horsepower. Pretty good damage into the Weezing, honestly. I guess the Pikachu doesn't have Protect. That's the only thing I could think of. Trick Room ends. So now from here, I'm pretty sure CMBZ wants to position a end game of Typhlosion Eruption. He just needs to get there. And Steve needs to stop him from getting there. So double Protect. This Mandibuzz is a demon right now. +2 speed, +1 special attack. High horsepower into the Weezing. We got double burn chip damage for what it's worth. Got some healing on the Slow King. Dark Pulse is going to pick up the Slow King. And then Toxic Spikes. Honestly, I'm not mad at the Toxic Spikes play. The issue here is you needed to swap Weezing into Whimsicott that turn. Because if you swap Weezing into Whimsicott, you click Tailwind Eruption. And Steve is either going to give up 2 KOs or switch into it. And then when you switch into it, you get Toxic. But Fake Out does not pick up the Rhydon. Knew it wouldn't. But Burn Chip will, probably, right? Yeah. This Mandibuzz just won't die. This thing is an absolute demon. Alright, Mean just came to the field. Protect on Pika. Pika. So Pika does have Protect. Interesting. Dark Pulse into Weezing. Another layer of Toxic Spikes. And that's the Trick Room. See how now it's too late for Typhlosion? That's why earlier I was saying the things that I was saying. Like, this needs to be like hard swaps into Whimsicott Typhlosion. Because now that Trick Room is up, it's over. Steve's like almost guaranteed to win here. Because CMBZ just doesn't have the juice to last through Trick Room here. especially with Skeledirge about to pop off. Now you're forced to bring in the Whims or the Typhlosion, neither of which want to be here. Yep. Protect on Typhlosion. Psychic into Weezing's gonna pick up. Yeah, this was well played. This was well played. Hex. Yep. I mean, when there's a triple protect, there's a way, chat. Any triple protectors? Sunny day. Yeah, nah, this thing is dead. Yep, that'll do it. Alright, Toxic takes its toll. Sunny day. Yeah, that's a GG's. So I think what happened this game is both players played well in the early game. I thought CMBZ got some value. I thought Steve did a good job of stalling out CMBZ's Trick Room. I thought the Mandibuzz really popped off. Like, that was like a standout performance from Mandibuzz. I do think CMBZ, when Trick Room ended, he needed to put like foot to the pedal. He either needed to sack or just hard swap Whimsicott into like high horsepower, because Whimsicott would have took like 25% damage, and then you bring in Typhlosion, and then you just start erupting. And sure, Skeledirge can switch into Eruption, but then you pivot to Shadow Ball, and it becomes like a mind game kind of thing. But really well played. I thought Steve did a really good job of realizing if I set up Trick Room here, it's GG's, and that's kind of what happened. I'm going to set up game 2, and then I'm going to let Steve take over. So let's go ahead and click this. Okay. Speed, slow, music, about 25%. All right, so Steve, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to count down. Let me know when you're ready for me to count down.
Okay. I am ready.
All right. 3, remember, put it on slow. Regular slow, not super slow.
On slow.
Yeah. All right. 3, 2, 1, play.
Okay, so, thing to take note before match 2 happens. Whimsicott has revealed that it is Citrus Berry, not a Focus Sash. So, I lead with the same thing. CMBC leads Sun with Typhlosion. And sensing what I'm about to do, CMBC protects the Typhlosion as I reveal why I have weak armor on Mandibuzz. Seeing this, he now gets up both Sun and Tailwind for his Typhlosion. So I protect. And then he sets up a Tailwind. And Eruption bounces off of this Azumarill. Uh-oh. Liquidation comes out, does a respectable amount of damage. I am now threatening a KO with an Aqua Jet. And I reveal Terra Poison Mandibuzz. Aqua Jet picks up on Typhlosion. A Moonblast comes into Mandibuzz. And Mandibuzz hits a Terra Poison Terra Blast, one-shotting Whimsicott. So, biggest threat out of the way. Typhlosion is no longer there to spam Eruption. We see Machamp and Slowking come out. I bring out Skeledirge. See, Air Slash goes into Machamp. It fails. Scald goes into Mandibuzz. I'm guessing no Psychic move. Yep. Machamp gets a Flame Orb off. Air Slash goes into the Machamp. Facade will kill Mandibuzz thanks to that minus defense. Scald bounces off because we're still in Sun. And Torch Song picks up the Machamp. So now I have a Skeledirge in against a team that really doesn't want to see a Skeledirge here right now. I bring out Alolan Executor.
Best Pokemon on the team.
CMBZ brings out Weezing. We see a Hex almost kills the Slowking. Not quite. A Sludge Bomb into Executor. It eats a Roat Berry. This does 1/8 health to Pokemon that uses special attack against it. Seed Bomb picks up against Slowking. Unfortunate poison, but it won't end up mattering. We see a Fake Out into the Alolan Executor. Torch Song doesn't kill the Weezing, and Sludge Bomb does kill Alolan Executor. No explosions this time. We see... Who am I going to bring out?
I agree, Phoenix.
So Nuzzle into Behem, paralyzing it. Maybe could have gotten a para onto the Skeledirge, making the Weezing faster because now Weezing dies to a Torch Song. We've got Trick Room, and unfortunately, based on the moves we've seen, we know that Pikachu's only attack is Nuzzle. It's Fake Out Nuzzle, Follow Me, Protect. And so CMBZ was screwed. I reveal Rain Dance and KO with a Hex.
Yeah, that was game 2 especially was a bit of a romp. I think more than anything, this is just good prep, right? A lot of this, CMBZ was kind of pinned to situations. I also think CMBZ might have brought the same team 2 weeks in a row. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But like the prep was real. Having an option for Mandibus to outspeed the Typhlosion, and then if that doesn't work, the other option is Azu just stays in and punches it in the face. Having the
Also
berry to
APZ
break
as well.
Eruption, having hidden Rain Dance, having Lightning Rod. It was just really, really good prep, and that's what stands out more than anything. This was like a well prepped week.
Cool. I've basically got nothing to say. I can tell you parts of the team. I think it was interesting the Pikachu only having Nuzzle. Spoilers for next week, but I suspect it was the same set, which is why the Pikachu kept spamming Nuzzle against Grim.
Yeah.
um, I don't think he had another attack. I don't think that was
Yeah.
anything other than the thing only had Nuzzle.
Yes,
um,
CMBZ is pulling a Moxie, but that's okay. I understand. We're all busy. But that's usually
uh,
what Moxie does. He'll build 3 teams for the whole season. He'll rotate those 3.
yeah. Uh, yeah. The let's see. The Executor, you didn't get to see it much. It was Harvest Roat Berry. And so the idea was in Sun, I get the Roat Berry every single time. So I get to continue hurting their special attackers. It also had Explosion paired with Telepathy Behem because I thought that would be funny.
That's why you named it Brawling John.
It never came out because Sludge Bomb two shot it.
Yep, yep.
Is there anything else for me to say? The Mandibuzz was fun. That thing is actually garbage. Um, the Dark Pulse doesn't even kill a Terra Fire Typhlosion. It doesn't kill it. Only 2 shots the Slowking. We saw the Machamp took like 60%. It didn't die. Weezing took a ridiculously low percentage. That thing, that was like max modest because otherwise it does no damage. I needed Terra Blast because Air Slash isn't even a guaranteed KO against Whimsicott.
Yeah, but
It was
all
so
of those things
bad.
at least have secondary effects too that are good. You can get flinches and stuff. And with Typhlosion, as long as you hurt it, you don't even have to kill it. It's actually better sometimes to just hurt it and leave it on 20%. Now it's stuck there.
Okay. Okay, I see your next match is Meldy Dozo.
Yeah, I just grabbed
Of,
Meldy and Dozo because I didn't see the other one, and I know we have to scroll back up to get to Dial Bryu. That's probably where we'll finish.
okay.
But yeah, so this is Dozo Meldy. There was a lot of 2-0s this week, I think. But we'll review this one based on the footage. You guys want to see what went down here. All right, let me know when you're ready, Steve. I'm gonna put it on slow, volume 25%, and then I'm gonna hit play on the count of 3.
I'm still trying to find the game.
Yeah, take your time. I know the Discord stuff's a little weird right now. One size fits all team. Yeah. One size fits all ad team.
Meldy versus Dozo. Here we are.
That's the one thing about me though that like, if I'm doing draft league, it's not to prove that I'm good at the video game or anything like that because like, it's not the same as VGC. It's not really like Omega skill intensive.
Yeah.
I feel like the fun of draft league is just bringing different bullshit every week and seeing if it works.
Yeah.
Like that's the magic of draft league.
That's fun. That's the fun part.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll ever get to see Roat Berry, Alolan Executor in a real match.
Exactly. Yeah.
So-
Exactly. So
Okay,
that's
I
the good
do
stuff.
have Dozo Meldy up now.
All right, so put it on slow. I'm going to do it 3, 2, 1, and I'm going to cover game 1. All right, guys, Meldy versus Dozo. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. All right, so we have Umbreon and Caracosta versus Blaziken and Scizor. So immediately the Caracosta is a little bit of danger here. We go Ghost on the Umbreon. I guess we're predicting a CC, but they immediately go. Shout out to Caracosta for living, by the way. Is this like a rock slide? Attract? Oh god. Shell Smash? Bruh. The problem is this thing's dead to Bullet Punch. Yeah, if I see a Scizor, I'm def not setting up, I can tell you that. I bought different strats every week. Yeah, I think most people do. It's just mostly... I think Moxie has brought a different team every week this year. I know last year he did it, but this year I think he is. Alright, we got Confuse Ray. Bullet Punch probably into this Caracosta. Yep, that'll do it. Okay. Can't go for the taunt. Taunt into taunt is demonic work. Here's the Ambipom. Predicting a fake out. Meldy sets up the Psychic Terrain. We get a swap out. Triple Axle. I'm not gonna lie, Triple Axle to Murkrow. The fact that that kills. Shout out to Meldy being 252 speed, 252 special attack, and not even hiding it. Cause Jesus. This thing lives a dual wing beat. That's pretty good. Are you Tailwinding or are you dead to Bullet Punch? Probably dead to Bullet Punch, right? Here's Tailwind.
Yeah, Bullet Punch.
Dual Wing Beat, Technician, Ambipom. Yeah, but still, that was a neutral attack. That indeed is 252, 252, let me tell you. I promise it is. Alright, Big Slurpuff is here to get the Psychic Seed and activate Unburdened. That's been a staple of Meldy's teams. The Unburdened Slurpuff. Close combat into this guy. This guy just eats it all up. Toxic Debris come out to play. Power Gem into the Slurpuff. Man, Dodozo really hates Murkrow. Dazzling Gleam. Yep, that thing's really fast now. Close combat. -2. What's this guy going for here? Power Gem. Surprisingly doesn't pick up. That's a little crazy. So Palmont is here. Psychic Terrain is still up, so Palmont can't do much. Dual Wing Beat takes out this guy, and now Palmont gets a free attack. Is this electric move into Slurpuff? Revival Blessing. I don't know who you're bringing back. The Ambipom? I mean, I guess Terrain is ending, so that's kind of decent. The problem is... Oh, yeah. Alright, cool. Show me what you got. String Shot! Bro is cooking. Double shot into Slurpuff. Does not pick up the KO. What's this guy going for? Dual Wing Beat and Ambipom is gone. Why no Fake Out? Fake Out right there would have went crazy. Alright, Meganium is in. A Pokemon that Moxie does not deserve. Good Protect on the Palmont. Dazzling Gleam. Meganium is going to eat that up because it's one of the best Pokemon of all time. And it sets up a Reflect. Okay. Reflect keeps this guy alive. Dazzling Gleam's going to take him out, though. Yeah. Gotta kill the Slurpuff. That thing's way too fast. Light Screen is up. Umbreon is here. Another String Shot comes out to play. Dual Wing Beat into the Meganium. Meganium actually lives because it's broken. Charm into Clear Am. Attract into this thing. I mean, listen, if you're gonna win, this is how. Nonsense. Flamethrower into Meganium. Alright, that's pretty much a GG's. They're just gonna whittle away at the Umbreon until it's too late. And also, Murkrow with Taunt is in the back. Reflect only has one more turn. Helping Hand into the Slurpuff. Oh no, Helping Hand into the Scizor. Pretty good chip damage. Wish. Murkrow comes in, dodges the Toxic Spikes. Dual Wing Beat is in. He swapped into Murkrow so he could taunt, by the way. There's the Confuse Ray. Now Wish comes in, but Murkrow gets to taunt. And then that should be GG's. Dracozolt comes in, takes the poison. Here's the taunt. Snarl comes in. Umbreon is putting in that work though, not gonna lie. Alright, Bolt Beak. Yeah, that'll do it. Alright, GG's on game 1. I'm gonna set up game 2 for Steve, and then while Steve is doing game 2, I'm actually gonna go get a drink. Excuse me. Game 2. Put it on slow. I like how this season everybody chose all the Bolt Beakers. Aren't they all chosen? We have all of them, right? Dracovish, Dracozolt, Arctovish. I think we have all of them.
Because you stole Arctazol from me.
Yeah. It's actually really fun. All right, Steve, are you ready, Spaghetti?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, I'm gonna do a countdown: 3, 2, 1. Then I'm gonna go grab some water, and I'm gonna turbo poop real fast. So 3, 2, 1, play.
Okay, so we're at game 2 of this cancerous little set here. And we see a Meganium Glamora versus Murkrow and Dracozolt. Now we saw last time that Umbreon really doesn't want to Terra because it'll get taunted to death. So we'll see if Dondozo chooses not to make it a Ghost type this game. We see a Mortal Spin into Murkrow. Because of Mental Herb, the Meganium's able to set up a Reflect. It gets taunted again. Venoshock doesn't even pick up. That must be like Eviolite Murkrow. Charm fails. You see a Fire Feint from Dracozolt, doing quite a bit of damage here. Is a non-stab attack. Okay. Tailwind. The Murkrow dies here. Natural Focus Sash from Glamora gets off a Mortal Spin. This is looking kind of bad for Meldy. You no longer have your Taunter. You haven't gotten much progress for it. In comes Scizor, who doesn't have a bug move. Another set of Toxic Spikes. Bolt Beak is... oh my gosh. Would really like to see a foul play on this Umbreon set. It instead has Snarl or the Indeedee. We see a Confuse Ray. Meldy's Pokemon are famous for actually liking Meldy because they keep cutting out Confusion and Attraction. But a Bolt Beak miss is pretty bad for Meldy. Blaziken comes out, and we'll see what happens. Dozo opts to send in the Meganium. Oof. An unfortunate Terra from Dozo, as Blaziken chooses to click Overheat instead of Close Combat. He actually Close Combats the Umbreon. Maybe Terra Ghosting there would have been an option. Meganium gets the wish. Dozo decides that this is the time to try and set up Caracosta, who does not live. I guess it was a roll. Meldy is back into being very comfortable. There's still that Umbreon that is still around. This thing can revive stuff. Meganium dies. Dozo gets a 7th Pokemon thanks to Palmont. The Ambipom comes back. Good choice, except the Blaziken is starting to run away. I don't know why the Ambipom came out here. It dies again. I would consider double shocking the Blaziken here. It kind of needs to die. Close Combat is a 2-shot onto the Palmont. That's quite unfortunate.
I'm back.
Why are you not protecting your Caracosta? Hopefully this double shot goes into the Blaziken. Nope, it goes into the Scizor. It doesn't even KO. This Blaziken is getting out of hand. the Umbreon does not have a protecting move, nor a Terra, and so it's just gonna die to a close combat here. Thank goodness. I could not imagine somebody winning with a tracked Confuse Ray Umbreon. That would just be gross. Meldy's Scizor is... Wait, let me see what these Palmont moveset is. It is... Oh, it just dies. It dies to a Dazzle.
Also, well, sorry. Yeah, finish.
Let's see. This thing's moveset was Revival Blessing, Double Shocked, Protect, and another move. Now, I'm pretty sure I heard from somewhere that Dozo only had Double Shock as an attack and did not have close combat, which would have been very unfortunate. He let the Blaziken stay there for too long. It just murdered everything. I get it was toxic poisoned, but it was mauling through his team.
For all the comments on priority, though, to be fair, I mean, he was playing in DD. I wouldn't have brought priority either. Maybe like one. Bro, it's Dozo. That's why I don't like Palmont. No, yeah, Palmont is not that great. But also, I definitely understand why there was a lack of priority. It's literally size spam.
So, GG's. Please never run Attract Confuse Ray ever again. That's gross.
Tozo's gonna run that every week.
He gets a pass this week because it was for
Pokedead
the Indeedee
Phoenix.
male. It's guaranteed male, and so if he runs female, he's guaranteed attraction onto the Indeedee, which is disgusting. I don't ever want to see that again. Attraction is dumb. It's like the worst status effect to ever exist.
Alright, so I think next up we have Phoenix versus Pokenerd. I'll do game 1. And then we'll do the Bryu dial, and then we'll talk about voting for like the categories. Let's see. Volume about 25%. I'm on slow. I'm on game 1 of Phoenix versus Pokenerd. You're gonna have to scroll down a bit because they like extended it.
Got the rest of these.
You have them?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so now I'm gonna do a 3, 2, 1, and I'm gonna go for game 1. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Alright, here we go. This is Phoenix versus Pokenerd. We got the Blastoise. Will it be support? Will it not? The fact that it's next to a Reniragus makes me believe it is not support, but let's see how it goes. Psychic Surge, we got the OG Size Spam. The Size Spam nobody likes. +1 special defense, Phoenix planning for the Size Spam terrain. Follow me in DD. Is this just Trick Room? This is Water Spout. Shout out to Terra Grass, though. That was a good play by Pokenerd to cover for Water Spout. In prison, though. That'll do it. Yep, no Trick Room when you're getting imprisoned. So Phoenix went all in on stopping Trick Room, and it worked. So where's the adjustment? We now have Ice Blastoise. I think this is Blizzard, right? Yeah, that's just funny. Armarouge actually lives, but he gets frozen. Damn, if that had been a fire move, it probably was a fire move. Or maybe it was just expanding force, which would have been really strong there. I'm not going to lie, that freeze helped a lot. But Phoenix is still in a great spot. This is another Blizzard. Indeedee lives, a Scavalier holds. Another freeze. It got thawed, but that's kind of crazy, though. There's the Trick Room. Alright, now a Scavalier kind of pops off. It pressures both slots. Here's the Sense of Scorch. Helping Hand. You do not need Helping Hand. I would have just ripped off an attack. Yeah. A Scavalier kills that thing without Helping Hand. Let me tell you, chat. That did not need that. I would have just pulled like an E-Force or something, or expanding, Dazzling Gleam, or just whatever you got going. Helping Hand, Drill Run. That's a bulky Sense of Scorch. Shout out to Sense of Scorch for being in my Pokemon Emerald Imperium run. That means Phoenix is going to win automatically. And Trick Room has been reversed. Alright, so what do we have here? We have Swampert. Swampert gets intimidated by the Mabos Teeth. Galarian Slowking coming in. Liquidation does like no damage. That probably should have been like a power-up punch. I know Pokénerd loves Pip. Alright, we have another Imprison. Swaps out into the Frozen Armarouge. Armarouge gets crunched up. Liquidation into this guy. Wandering Spirits. Probably better than the ability he had anyway. Poltergeist does a decent amount of damage. Yeah, your leftovers, I would have started power-up punching that Mabostiff this whole time. Follow me into power-up punch. Yeah. Had those all been power-up punches, the Swampert might have been a bit scary. Yeah, so like, by now, he would have been +1, and he would have been threatening, like, some pretty good damage here. And now, this guy... Does this guy carry Freeze Dry? No, he just carries Ice Spitter. Oh my god, Breloom is gonzo. Oh, my poor Breloom. Crunch into Swampert, does a decent amount of damage. Gets intimidated, LOL. Power-up punch, too little, too late. I actually think that was supposed to be a power-up punch into the other guy, probs. Slowking, Galar. I mean, maybe you get Protect Trick Room here? Maybe we get a Protect Trick Room type of angle? Nope. He does eat that, to be fair. Power-up punch into an immunity. Definitely should have been hitting the other guy. Mabo Steve on the switch in. Another Intimidate. This match is cooked. Expanding Force. Decent damage. Poltergeist. Big damage. Heals up with the Citrus. And Liquidation for the KO. Huh. Yeah, there's no way past Blastoise in this endgame, so it's kind of cooked. Expanding Force. Power-up punch. Woof! If it was just neutral, it would have been neutral. That's alright. Ice Spinner is going to pick up the knockout on this guy. Bryu comment. You don't need it. Bryu just in the chat BMing. Yeah. Sheer Force. Imagine there was priority on this gangster. I'm not gonna lie. If Swampert would have spanned power-up points from the rip, this might have been a game. It needed to spam it from the rip, and it needed to target down the Titan low-key as soon as it came in. That was a fun game one, though. We love the Scorch being a hard counter into a Scavalier. That's so good. It resists everything the Scavalier does. What did I say? I don't remember. You were just like, no torrent for you. Like, torrent wasn't even active when you said it. Yeah. It was just unnecessary.
Traded with Wandering Spirit.
Escavalier gets a Razor Shell, but I don't think he had it. Yeah. I mean, that's a fair bet to not plan for a Razor Shell, TBH. All right, I'm gonna set up game 2. We're gonna let Steve take over once again. Let me just get my life together.
But I see there was a Terra Grass on the Armarouge. I don't know if that Terra Grass might have been necessary if it was gonna die.
Yeah, because they were playing around Water Spout, so the Terra Grass was good, and they lived Blizzard. They just got froze.
I would argue the correct play there is switch Breloom and then set up Trick Room with Indeedee. Because having a Terra Grass into 2 ice types is not great.
Yeah. But they also didn't. I'm assuming Pokénerd didn't know that they were gonna get imprisoned.
Yeah.
All right. So game 2, I have it on slow. I have the volume. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right. Perfect. I'm gonna do a 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Play.
Okay, let's see what happens next. We leave Mabostiff and Blastoise. Notably, no Runerigus on the field. We've got Slowking Escavalier. That's an interesting lead. Immediate Terra from the Slowking, and a Protect on the Escavalier.
Ooh, Terra Water. Nice.
It's a good protect.
Fire
Fire
Fang, nice.
Fang.
Trick Room,
That's scary.
nice. Old
I
school
would have
Protect
expected
Trick Room.
a crunch. We've now got the Terra on Slowking. An Iron Head into the Escavalier, predicting a Terra Ice. But unfortunately... Oh, Phoenix predicted as well, so this works out for Pokenerd. He gets the 10% Sludge Wave poison last turn. You see a Fell Stinger, which doesn't do enough damage. Okay, a Crunch. And... Okay, Escavalier is still alive. It gets burned. Has a Lychee Berry. Does not get Fell Stinger because when Bostiff dies to poison. So it's now just sitting there, kinda sad. Sand Scorch comes out, leaving me to believe it has Power Whip for the slow grow. We have a Sludge Wave. I am correct. That does a ton of damage. Does not KO. We see a Scald into a Scavalier, and I think we're about to see Pokenerd not having a Terra come to bite him again. The Slowking stays in. He Sludge Waves his own Swampert.
Ugh.
It gets the poison. Yeah, I was worried about. Liquidation comes in, does not kill the Ninetales, which means it can now set off a Aurora Veil if Phoenix has it, or a Blizzard. Or a Freeze Dry and just maul the Swampert. Yeah, that also works. We still see that Phoenix has not used his Terra, so we'll have to see what happens here. Breloom comes out baiting Blizzards so that he can get up Trick Room. It does work, but now Aurora Veil's up. And I do question if this is even good for Pokenerd. I mean, he has to do it, but now Runerigus is in Trick Room. A Protect from Blastoise, that's very bad. Oh no. Okay, but it does live. Breloom's not paper thin like I thought it was. Sax Blastoise, still a Bullet Seed. Ew, Dazzling Gleam doesn't even KO. Breloom falls. We've seen Trick Room, Helping Hand, Dazzling Gleam follow me, so it does not actually have Expanding Force, which is even worse for Pokenerd. Marigus comes in. He can't Poltergeist the Slowking, so we'll have to see how Phoenix plans to kill the Slowking. With a Zen Headbutt into the Indeedee slot, actually. Okay, so Titan's on the field. With a Sheer Force, perhaps it has Rock Slide? I'm not sure why. Okay, we see an Imprison. Now Trick Room can't be on anymore. Terra Water, and now we've got a Titan who can't really be hurt by anything. Armarouge does not have the Terra Grass in the back. It needs to boost a potential Energy Ball. Another Zen Headbutt, maybe expecting a switch into Slowking. Liquidation kills the Armarouge. Again, the Terra not being able to threaten it's kind of unfortunate. And Play Rough misses. We have Zen Headbutt. We've seen Imprisoned Trick Room.
No
Maybe
poison.
Zen Headbutts were like one of its Pokemon. This is the only attack it has for Slowking, so if the Scorch can't finish it off, there might have been a problem. Like a Terra Water Scald. But unfortunately, Pokenerd runs out of gas.
Yep. Yeah, that was a lot closer. It was actually really, really close. A couple of turns could wait either way. I think instead of bringing the Slowking, I would have bought the Armarouge in while Trick Room and Psychic Terrain was still up, and I would have just let that shit rip. But yeah, overall fun. I actually think for this set, I'm trying to think of like who would be the MVP of this set here. Renirigus did a lot. So did
Probably
Scorch.
him. A play that stands out, the Imprison on the last turn of Trick Room. That basically forced Nerd to sack his Armor Rouge
Yeah.
To the Titan. He had no way to get Trick Room back on the field.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that was good. Like I said, there's definitely some things that could have went a different direction there, but overall it was played well. I think that probably deserved a game 3, but it's all right. Oh, also, definitely Phoenix had multiple good RNG things go his way as well, but it was still really well played. And then that leaves us the last one, which is the one that got the most votes, which is Dial and Briu. I believe it's up. Yep, there it is. Alrighty, game 1, Dial Briu. I'm gonna go ahead and set it up here. Put it on slow. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
Ready? Okay. All right, I'm gonna do it 3, 2, 1, and then we go 3, 2, 1, play. All right, so this is the match that received the most votes, which makes the sense. It's the only match that went to game 3 in all of week 3, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. So we have Luxray and Frostlass. We see a Shadow Ball into the Alcremie. We see a Light Screen go up and a Decorate into the Glaceon. So this Glaceon's going for a Shadow Ball into Frostlass. As always, Frostlass is a terrible Pokemon, but that's okay, chat. Lucario is here. So Lucario's pressuring some super effective damage into the Glace. It goes for that Bullet Punch. What's the Alcremie going for here? Thunder into Alcremie, no para. Decent damage. Mystical Fire into Lucario. Drops a special attack, but that's fine. This Glaceon wants to either Terra or maybe just live because Snow is up. Oh no, Snow's not up, never mind. So Bullet Punch does pretty good damage, doesn't pick up. Ice Fang into the Sinistra, also pretty decent damage, all things considered. Shadow Ball is going to go ahead and knock out the Lucario. Lucario is just faster than Glaceon, right? Couldn't that have just been like a close combat, I feel? I don't think that needed to be Bullet Punch, to be honest with you guys. Protect on the Glaceon, X-Scissor into this guy. Actually does pretty well, but he heals up with Citrus. Play Rough into the Glaceon. And Trick Room is up. So now the Glaceon is in its element. Aqua Jet into the Glaceon, not going to be enough. Freeze Dry into the Luxray, also with Citrus Berry, not enough. Is this Thunder into the Sinistra? Play Rough. Oh, into the Glaceon. I probably would have Thundered the Sinistra there. Interesting to note, Luxray is slower than Sinistra, and there's the bird. Yeah. Thunder into Sinistra there would have been really, really neat. Arbaldo wasn't really in danger. I think I would have stayed in and just picked up the Glaceon. I mean, he Rage Powders, but that means he's also not attacking. Freeze Dry into Luxray is going to pick up. Now the Pelipper is here, dies to Life Orb Chip. There's about 2 turns left on the Trick Room. So we have Liepard here, pressuring Fake Out and some weird stuff. Charm into the Arbaldo. The thing was already burnt. God forgive it. Alright, so this guy's going to heal up pretty much to full. Burn on the Pelipper. Pelipper goes for a knockoff. Good lord. There's the Rock Slide. Alright, one last turn to Trick Room here. Probably looking for something like Double Protect, but it's looking really rough. At this point, Rage Powder, Terra Water, Sinistra is going to be a lot to deal with. I wasn't taking no chances with Arbaldo. Yeah, it needed to be Hurricane into Sinistra last turn too, not Knockoff, because Hurricane has a chance for Confusion and does pretty good damage. Ludicolo's here in range, Swift Swim, Fake Out. He's gonna probably Fake Out the Frog. Yep, fakes out the Feraligatr, and that's Matcha Gotcha, and then that's GG's. Hurricane into Ludicolo doesn't pick up. To me, that means either Assault Vest or Pelipper doesn't have special attack investment. Probably Assault Vest if I had to guess. The bird into the Feraligatr. In this case, it doesn't really matter. Too much momentum has been lost. It's a big-ass frog, guys. It's not a gator. It's Feraligatr. It's a frog. It's a frog, all right? It's a big-ass frog. Just look at it. Rage Powder in. Luxray misses 95% accurate moves. Yeah, that needed to be Thunder, though. Definitely needed to be Thunder into Sinisha. Thunder into Sinisha would have made this a different game, because then Armando arguably never gets burnt. And now we're relying on Donphan and Ludicolo to pick up all those KOs. So it ended up looking like a sweep, but I think this match was maybe 2 turns away from being really, really close. Like, really, really, really close. We have a game 2, which is Hype Poggers. I'm going to set it up. I'm going to let Steve take over. I'm going to drop the volume down to about 25%. All right, Steve, let me know when you're ready.
Later. Secondly, at Thunder, in the hands of this Luxray, it had an even less chance of hitting than the Play Rough did.
Yeah, but Play Rough doesn't do anything, is my argument.
It would have done good damage into the Sinistra. 30% of the time, the turn would have ended up the same.
Nah, Play Rough is gonna do like 10% into Sinistra, just so you know.
Well, it was into the Glaceon so that I would die, so that I couldn't get another turn.
Even then, yeah.
So, I'm ready for game 2.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
Okay, let's see how Dial adjusts to figuring out the Alcremie has Decorate. We see the same leads on both sides. That's interesting. A Thunder Wave into the Glaceon to try and stop it from getting damage. We see a Decorate into the Luxray.
Good job, Ray.
Which allows Frostlass to live with Light Screen. This is quite interesting because now we've got a Luxray that actually threatens Pokemon. Thunder does not KO the Alcremie, it's very specially bulky. Ryu showing off that Decorate goes to Protect. I'm looking for a Thunder into Glaceon here. And it doesn't kill. But a good switch from Dial will allow the Glaceon to go down without having dealt notable damage. I mean, it did put the Frostlass at 10%, but the Frostlass isn't really that much of a threat. Play Rough fails to KO the Lucario, and it responds with a close combat that doesn't kill because the thing is Sash. We see a Play Rough into the Life Guard, so Dial predicting a switch actually. Good job. The Ludicolo comes out, fakes out Lucario, but it has inner focus, and so it doesn't actually get flinched. This is just, oh my gosh, this Luxray is actually doing something for once. Maybe if Dial had drafted out Creamy, Luxray would be more of a threat. Skull gets a burn. Oh my gosh, it's a crit, it kills. Is this a Thunder? No, it's a Light Screen. That does not protect the 1% Lucario from a Mystical Fire. Will we see the Frostlass out again? Nope, we don't get to make John sad today. We've got a Hospitality into the Alcremie, but we've seen that does not protect this from Thunder. Sinistra survives on 1 HP because of the burn. This is actually a problem. Did he set up trick? Oh, it's a flinch. Never mind, it's not a problem. Genuinely, that Decorate Sinistra probably could have reverse swept this team. So I would have suggested KOing the Alcremie before Sinistra got the KO. But I think Dial expected the Hurricane to kill because that would make sense.
Yeah. So obviously the Decorate, unlucky Rubber Ducky, Luxray kind of ran away with the game. But the other part of game 1 that was confirmed in game 2, that if I'm playing game 3, I'm looking for it is the Lucario does have close combat. We confirmed in game 2, which means in game 1, if Lucario CC'd the Glaceon even the turn before all the missing happened, because I assume Lucario is faster than Glaceon. I could be wrong. It depends on EVs and
Yeah, it should
items.
be.
So if I'm Dial, I'm looking for
Trick Room
close combat. I'm
Glaceon.
looking for like Lucario lead. If I'm Bryu, I'm feeling pretty good about my lead anyway, and I'm feeling like I just need to not misplay. So like that's how I'm feeling for both players. I'm feeling like Dial needs to lead Lucario, and Bryu needs to feel comfortable and then just not misplay. I would
After that
assume that's
game
how they're feeling.
two,
Let's see.
I have noticed Dial's team is actually incredibly weak to Sinistra.
Yep.
Um, only a singular grass resist in that Lucario, and from the set, it looks like Lucario cannot touch Sinistra in return. Pelipper offensively threatens it, but if you get Sinistra in a position where it just starts, it's faster than Pelipper. That thing has terrible special defense.
Yep.
So,
I think the
um,
idea, at least if it's me, if I'm leading Lucario, I'm looking to trade Lucario for Glaceon. And then if I trade Lucario for Glaceon, I just send everybody else at the Sinisha. Because if Lucario stays alive and Glaceon stays alive, then Sinisha just has like too much leverage. But yeah. So let's see how it starts. I'm going to put it on slow. I'm going to drop the volume to about 25%, give or take. And then I'm going to do a 3, 2, 1 start. 3, 2, 1, play. Alright, show me Lucario versus Glaceon. Alright, Bryu stayed with the same lead. That's Luxray. That's Lucario. Alright, cool. So now do we see it? Is it close combat? Is it a Terra? What happens? So now it's Sinisha. So now Sinisha's here. It's a Bullet Punch. Calling the switch. I wouldn't have called the switch. I would have sent that close combat into nothing. But that's okay. However, the Decorate into the Sinisha, and then here's the Protect. Bullet Punch into Protect. At this point, I would have swapped Lucario out, most likely. Ice Fang's cool, though. It actually does a bit of chip. The problem is this is going to heal a lot here. Light Screen is up, though. So Lucario, what's his fourth move? Bullet Punch, Close Combat. Your Bullet Punch doing decent enough damage. Ice Fang, let me get a Flinch Freeze. Flinch Freeze? Both are possible. Nothing. Trick Room's up is probably bad news bears. But it's okay, chat. Don't worry. We have a Frostlass. Surely Frostlass can hit the Sinisha, right, chat? Surely. High horsepower. Nice switch. I think I would have bullet punched the Sinisha, though. Yep, now it's going to heal back to full. You got to keep the pressure on Sinisha there. Donphan isn't threatening nobody, really. Yammerupt. Yeah, all those bullet punches got to go into Sinisha. Because we already saw that bullet punch actually does about 35 to 40% to Sinisha, which is pretty good. Which is pretty good. Alright, this is where Frostlass pops off. Surely, chat. Surely Frostlass pops off, right, guys? Right, chat? This has nothing to do with my Nuzlocke currently, by the way. Come on, Frostlass. Show it to me. Show it to me. God, you're so ass! Sorry. I have a thing with Frostlass right now. Sorry, Dial. Alright, Amaldo's here. The GOAT. Alright, there goes the water. Terra, well played. The grass is done doing grass stuff. Water's good to go here. This Emerald Imperium looks a little different. Yo, what's up, Stripes? We actually did play Emerald Imperium earlier. Alright, hear me out. Trick Room is over. All we have to do is Rock Slide Flinch 53 times. Okay? I'm getting a call. Hold on, guys. Hello? Hey, what's up? It's all good. Do you have Christine's number? Okay, so can you do me a favor? Can you call Brandon and ask Brandon to see if he can call in Christine to pick up your shift? All right. So try to find coverage. I'm off, so I can't really find coverage for you right now. But call Brandon, see if he could get Christine. Right, right. Okay, let Brandon know. It should be okay, even if you come in late, or worst case, just let Christine take the shift and then do what you got to do. All right. No problem. All right, bye. Sorry guys, work. Nah, it was Cook turn 2. This game was over. No, the game's not over. See, I would have misplayed even worse than you because I would have been playing head games. So like the fact that Bryu made the correct switch, like obviously good job Bryu. He brought in the Sinistra to absorb the close combat, but I would have ripped it. I don't care. Like you're gonna have to show me that you're making that switch. So I would have ripped close combat into that dude. I probably would have set up the light screen just like you did. There was nothing really wrong with that. And then once Sinistra goes +2, Sinistra never showed us protect, right? Yeah, Sinistra never showed us protect. So I'm like, boop, 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 boop. That's why I didn't CC
It
game 1
doesn't.
because I knew Sinistra
It
was in the
does not
back.
protect.
Yeah, but with stuff like that, at least it depends. It's all a mind game. So it really depends how you play mind games. I'm going to be honest. But like a lot of times with me, if I'm playing the mind game, I need you to prove it. Because even if you prove it, at least I know. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would have sent it. So Bryu would have got me turn 1. But then like turn 2, 3, 4, 5, you know the Sinistra can't protect. I would have just been windmill slamming that thing. Because all creamy at best is like mystical firing. Just run wild
Oh.
charge Luxray that can't miss. True.
That first turn was on game 3 was gross. I
Yeah.
mean,
Decorate into
it's such
Sinistra,
a
real scary.
momentum factor.
I think
Um,
Sinistra has proven to be one of the better Pokemon in this entire format. It feels really
I
broken
agree.
every week.
Really strong.
Yeah, it's stupid, dummy strong.
With the benefit of hindsight, I think the correct lead for Dial is Lucario Frostlass. Because well, I
And
guess
just double the
Pelipper
slot.
could work too. But yeah, you want to be double attacking that Glaceon slot so that Ryu can't pull something like he did in game 3.
Yeah.
Now, even I wouldn't have thought that. uh, so
Yeah.
just
The problem with that
very
is Frostlass is
plays
some
for
frost
Ryu.
ass.
Um,
And it
that,
probably would do like
but
30%
at
to
least
Sinistra.
Frostlass can hit a Shadow Ball. It, it would hurt. It wouldn't kill, but um, at least he can't switch in the Sinistra.
Yeah, at that point,
And
if
there
you're
is
trading
also
Frostlass for Glaceon, that's such a good trade. Because once again, and I
yeah.
stand by this, Frostlass is so terrible. So, like, that would have been a
Literally
really good
everyone
trade.
hates Frostlass. It's so unfortunate. Frostlass is not the worst Pokemon in the world,
It's the worst
but
Pokemon in the world.
it's got just enough to where basically everyone hates it. It's got Snowcloak, it's got Destiny Bond. It's really annoying, but it's also not very good. It's kind of like the Watchhog of Gen 4
Yeah.
in that everyone hates it.
Does a Lucario outspeed and kill? Yes, but the thing with Lucario outspeeding and killing is that Sinistra swaps in on that for free. So what Steve is saying is if you Shadow Ball CC, there's no safe switch in. And sure, Bryu could protect and decorate, but then what? You just make the same play. At that point, Bryu's forced to give you something. He might not give you everything, but he's going to give you something, you know? Which is either Sinistra takes like 50% maybe, and then you go again, or whatever it is. Yeah. Yeah, that is fair. Not gonna lie, I found the only thing Frostlass does is run Sash and Icy Wind. I give you Glaceon. Yeah, I think it Bryu at that point gives you Glaceon, which you still struggle to beat Sinistra, but that's still a win, because now at least you have that win condition, which is like, okay, I need to beat Sinistra at all costs. And then you start going for other weird shit like Rock Slide,
If you can
Ice
beat
Fang, Flinch,
Glaceon
you know, like all the
Sinistra,
good
this
stuff.
matchup becomes doable.
it becomes doable. Yeah, exactly, exactly. I'm not gonna lie. If one of those Ice Fangs would have flinched, it's a different game too. Low key. But that was a very fun set. It's very obvious why it got all the votes. Both players played great. Briu obviously made a whoopsie, but it was at least funny. And Dial did
Actually,
what she was supposed to do. She capitalized.
Dial. Okay, okay, next time. Um, sorry I'm giving this strat away and not Bree, you can hear it. Try out Drampa. Drampa gets Sap Sipper. It would have actually hardwalled the Sinistra. And since Matcha Gotcha is a spread attack, it will always be giving you an attack boost when trying to do it. Now that doesn't help you with Glaceon, but ultimately your Lucario beats the Glaceon. So, yeah. At least threatening Ryu with bringing Drampa will force him to think about running another useless attack just so that it doesn't get stonewalled by Drampa. Um, so I would suggest at least screaming in the Discord that you're gonna bring Drampa over and over again. And then even if you don't bring Drampa, Ryu has to think about it.
All right, so that was a great idea. Also, here's what you do with Frostlass from now on. First of all, you don't bring it. First of all, you don't bring it. But if you do bring it, I need you to run a focus sash. So when they hit you to sash, you disable a move. That's funny as hell. And then just let it die. Trade it for someone else. This is it. This is the extent of the glory that this
Yeah,
Pokemon
what
will
you
bring
do
you.
actually, you run Black Sludge Frostlass. Now, Black Sludge, you might think it's just a leftovers, but if it's not a poison type, it takes 1/8 of your health. This puts Frostlass in range of like every single attack ever known, and so if you click Destiny Bond, it will die, and they won't even realize that they were in killing range, and so you can randomly just snipe someone's best Pokemon. For example, Nerds is Scavalier. Um, Nerds is Scavalier. Or his Swampert. He loves running that Swampert. You just run Black Sludge Destiny Bond, and you snatch it from him.
Nah, I got it. I figured out something even better. What you do is you run Choice Scarf Will-O-Wisp. You burn something and then you and then you leave.
You also have
85% of the
Switcheroo.
time, it works 100%
So
of the time,
you can
baby.
switch to Black Sludge with another Pokemon, and then gain an item for free, and then click Destiny Bond. Just imagine that switcheroo Black Sludge. That's the correct set for Frostlass.
Yeah, this thing is
You can
doo-doo.
also run Snow Cloak, and so that way, if you fight John and he tries using Vanillux, he misses all of his attacks minus Blizzard, because Blizzard can never miss. In snow.
For other Sash users, yeah. I mean, we're mostly joking around. I just like the way
Yeah.
Moxie doesn't like Pelipper. I'm starting to not like this thing. Except the difference is Pelipper's clearly awesome, and this thing's clearly butthole. In the meanwhile, let's talk about this thing. Should we have banned this thing? Good lord. It's only 508 BST, but god damn is Matcha Gotcha absolutely nutsack.
I don't know.
His
think
spawn's
it's
so
beatable.
broken. And as if
I have a
hospitality wasn't
Skeledirge,
broken enough,
so
it just
that's
has
why I
E-proof.
feel like it's beatable.
And he's min-maxed perfectly. His attack is like nothing. 20% burn. I also haven't missed a matcha all season. Yeah, this guy needs
Invisible
tweaks.
wide lens.
This guy's too good for our format. This guy's too strong.
Yeah. I'll say this once, and I'll say it over and over again. Ryu's teams never feel like they're that crazy, and yet he still dominates with them. And I'm just like, how in the world is he getting so much use out of these Pokemon? So hopefully, I know a lot of them can't hear. Hopefully, um, I'll take down Ryu, um, to show, hey, it's really not that hard.
Yep.
But it might be. It might be.
Well, I do have good news. and I'll do this during ads so Bryu doesn't get too mad. But
5 seconds left.
for anybody who is worried about Sinisha, all jokes aside, the thing about Bryu Sinisha is it is Terra Water, which means it is at all times weak to freeze dry. Just throwing that out there. But this thing's still cracked is the problem. So you just do this. Even if you're weak to freeze dry, you just still don't lose.
Let's see. I already know most of what I'm bringing against Grim. I believe Bryu's my 6th weak opponent. I might be wrong. No, I'm right.
Alright.
Okay, Bryu.
It's time to vote.
While I've got you here, let me tell you some of the parts of my team that you need to know about. I have a Houndstone. I will not be bringing Houndstone to your team. I can't actually confirm that. It does seem like it does well.
Alright.
I will be bringing Aurorus, so you better prepare for that. Outside of that, I'll let you figure out what we're doing. I will
Alright,
be
Mr.
bringing
Steve,
Aurorus,
it's time to vote.
though.
I don't want to hear your plans versus Bryu.
I think Bryu
let's
wants
vote.
to hear my plans versus Bryu.
No, let's vote on week 3. So what are the categories again? Best prep, best Pokemon, best play, and
best
I lost,
Pokemon,
but it's
best
not my
play.
fault, right? Those are
I
the 4
lost.
categories.
Yeah, that one's fun. I like that one.
All right,
Uh,
let's do
doing
MVP first. Or actually, I'll do prep of the
MVP.
week because I think that's the easiest, and I'd
Okay,
rather just get it out the way. So for prep of the week, I'll start because it makes more thematic sense. I'm just gonna go ahead and say Steve. I think he by
Yay.
far had the best prep of the week. I think he took on Eruption and made it feel like it was useless when Eruption is supposed to be really, really broken. The berry, the freaking absorb bulb on the stupid bird, like it was just really, really good prep. So, chat, what do you guys think? Do you guys agree, Steve, with the best prep of the week, or do you guys have other ideas? I brought room service trick room for camel, but the camel didn't come. That's bad prep.
Fan was like not able to be used at all because your Glaceon Sinistra beat the entire team. So I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, don't worry, Bryu. You're gonna win a different award, but it won't be prep. It won't be prep, but you will win a different award. But I genuinely think that Steve's prep was actually like unironically very, very, very good. It made it look like CMBZ had no chance, which is like kind of the heart of that award.
I will be fair though, because my prep only looks so good because I faced CMBZ's dog. That dog was a crazy good Pokemon player, but at the end of the day, it is still a dog that wanted to, because we know it's a dog because he clicked Eruption.
True,
And
true,
he said
true,
whenever Eruption is clicked, it's the dog. So that dog was a scary Pokemon player. I'm pretty sure if there was a dog world championship, CMBZ's dog would mop the floor with everybody else.
All right, cool.
But
So, Steve,
yeah.
do you agree in voting for yourself?
Sure, I like voting for myself, especially when it's Absorb Ball Mandibuzz.
All right, cool. So I am going to go to the next one that I think is fairly obvious, which is MVP of the week. Which Pokemon put in the most work? And I think it's pretty obviously Sinistra. But once again, chat, do you have ideas? Steve, do you have ideas?
I would have also said Sinistra, I'll be honest.
Yep.
Crazy good Pokemon here.
Fuck Sinistra. All my homies hate Sinistra. But nah, Sinistra popped off insanely. Yeah. So I think that makes sense.
That Runerigus though, I'll admit that guy did a lot of things. He had a chance. He had a chance.
Oh, Phoenix. Spoilers, Phoenix. All right. So I think we all agree on Sinistra, right? By chat's reaction. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go for the third one, which is Play of the Week. And I think you already mentioned this, so I'm just going to agree with you. Phoenix imprisoned on the last turn of Trick Room.
Yeah.
I think that was the best play of the week.
I think that was it. Not
Well,
many of them
Ryan,
stood out
actually,
to
hold up.
Actually, the Bryu turn 1 of game 3 was nasty.
Yeah, I was also gonna say Ryan turn 1 versus Jarrett going for a snowscape
Oh,
into
that was
Blizzard
gross.
was also
Okay.
nasty.
Okay. Yeah.
Should we
Let's see.
don't take this away from me? Yeah, I'm cool
I
with giving
do
it to
like
Phoenix, but chat, what do you
I
think?
do like giving Phoenix a thing because uh Ryan's been doing great and also winning best prep of the 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we could
So
keep
I'm
Ryan off
fine
the
with
list for
playing
1
Phoenix
week.
Havoc.
All right, so that brings me to the final award, which is
Okay.
I lost, but it wasn't my fault. And I think that
Yeah.
clearly goes to Mr. Mime.
Clear winner. Is the Mr. Mime.
Mr.
Definitely.
Mime was fighting for his life out here. They're killing me.
Not Mr. Mime just sat on the field forever. It never died
Mr.
until
Mime
it was
hit
like the
Dazzling
last
Gleam
Pokemon.
73 times in 2 games.
Oh my gosh. And it screens completely allowed stuff to live that shouldn't.
Yeah.
Just insane. Um
It's definitely his fault.
Unfortunately, Dial's Luxray, while a contender, missed a 10% chance of getting the award.
Yeah, yeah.
I think.
Yeah. I think the fact that Luxray missed and Mr. Mime never missed, I think that's the decider.
I think that's fair. I also think the only reason Luxray did as much as it did was because the deck right into it, game 2.
True. All right, cool. So if you guys are comfortable with that, then that is the week 3 recap. We're gonna be a little behind on week 4. Maybe we'll do some votes, and maybe I'll go live tomorrow night and I'll do week 4 recap. Maybe I don't know. I have to check my schedule. But in the meantime, how are you guys feeling? Do we have some people that want to do DAs, or should we shoot some stuff up? Or should I log off stream because you guys are sick of me? What do you guys think? What are we feeling, chat?
I think Hyper Voice Refrigerate Auroras should make its appearance in week 6.
DAs? Sheesh. I gotta see if I even have DAs. Oh, I closed out Discord. Hold on, Steve. Whoops. That was bad rude. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold on. I did not mean to hang up on you like that. I closed the window, as you can see, and I forgot that the Discord window was there. So I am going to call you again, just to at least say bye properly. Hello?
You need me back?
Yeah, my bad. So we were pretty much done anyway, but I did not mean to hang up on you. I closed the wrong window, and it just closed everything all at once.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to shut me down from
No.
spoiling my battle plans.
Like, we were wrapping up, but like I would at least say bye. I wouldn't just hang up on you. Yeah, that was crazy. All right, so I'm gonna, while you're still here, I'm gonna actually turn on my Switch. Guys, it's been a really long time since I turned my Switch on. My controller might be dead. That's how long it's been. Hold on, chat. Let me get my life together.
Get my stuff out and see if I want to do Dynamax Adventures. It depends on the legendary. I've already caught a few of the shiny legendaries.
Well, I have to do a software update.
Yeah, I had to as well. My Switch is starting to act weird. It said it was out of battery at 20%. I don't know why.
Yep. Lurking for a few. I'm taking a shower to wash off the draft league stink. That makes sense. Just, Jarrett, remember, you have to get in between the toes. You have to, like, make sure that you wipe the toe crust. You know what I mean? The toe crust right here. All right, chat. So here's what we're gonna do, Steve. I want to thank you for joining me. It has been fun. I appreciate you as always. I'm going to end off the Discord call once Steve says bye to everybody, and then I'm going to end the YouTube stream so that I can listen to my own music, and then we're just gonna hang out. We're gonna do some DAs while we listen to music.
Okay.
All right. So Steve, if you have any final words, anything you want to say to the homies.
Bye everyone. Go follow me. Just because that would be funny. My content's not very good, but at least you've got me for a little bit. I'm currently doing an Emerald Imperium run of my own. I have Regice. Regice is the best legendary in Emerald Imperium, and that's because I said it was. And I don't know when I'll be doing that again because the Sun route's kind of scary when you don't have Mega Infernape. But that's it. I'll continue Draft League. Nice command there, John.
I don't know how to do commands, man. There you go. Guys, go follow Steve, the homie.
Yeah. That's gonna be about it. Yeah. Okay. Have fun with Dynamax Adventures. Maybe I'll join. If it's Solgaleo or Lunella, I will not, because I already have those. But
Rutro, guys, I have to
otherwise-
download Pokemon Shield.
Oh no.
Missing data detected connecting to the internet to verify.
Okay.
Rutro. All right, we'll figure it out.
Well,
All right,
I'm gonna
GG,
hang up
Steve.
from the call. Bye, John.
All right, peace. All right, chat. I am going to. Did the YouTube stream end? It's still live. How do I end the YouTube stream but keep this stream on? I tried to end it here. View. I am going to... Because I want to end the YouTube stream so that I can play music. But I want to keep the Twitch stream going. Public. View. No. Because if I go directly to YouTube, can I end it? Also, I need to free up space. Sorry, guys. Maybe it's the other Steve. All right. What am I uninstalling? Can I uninstall something? Pokemon Unite's already been uninstalled. How much space do I need? 12.5 gigs? Good God. I'm going to have to uninstall Scarlet and Violet for now. Thank God we don't have to deal with this anymore, right, gamers? Options. Archive software. Uninstall Shining Pearl. Well, Shining Pearl is cart. So I don't think that does anything. Whereas like this is like an actual download. I'm pretty sure. Like I didn't buy a hard copy of Violet or Shield. You can still archive it. Yeah, maybe I didn't have to do that. Whatever. Alright, so this is downloading. Let me see if I can end the YouTube stream through YouTube directly. YouTube Studio. Your channel. I don't even know how. Your channel. Live. Download, add to watch list. So I'm live, but how do I... Can I just like end stream? I could report myself. That might work. Also, guys, this might take a while. Also, cool to see people still hacking raids. It's a Sword and Shield. Yeah. You can re-enable the channel at any time. Confirm.